Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hope everyone's having a fabulous day today. Sorry that I missed yesterday. I was working on my card way too much, and I just didn't have any energy whatsoever to do it because what was supposed to be a 62-degree weather day yesterday, it turned into a 78-degree weather day with a very strong sun and not much cloud coverage and no wind. Today, completely different. Still pretty much going to be going up to that kind of temperature, but very windy, which is nice, and it was a lot of cloud coverage too, which was really good too. Wish I had that yesterday, but unfortunately we did not. So yeah, here we are. We're going to be doing a freaking tier list. Going to see if I can have a different point of view with some characters that I maybe didn't in the last one, that I did 3 years ago at this point. I think it was 3 years. I don't know if it's going to be 3 or 4, depending on like what month it was in that year. But regardless, yeah, we're going to be doing it. There's a Dynasty Warriors 9 character tier list. I'm going to be going based off genuinely if I just like the character through their personality, maybe how they're written, and also through how they play. So I'll try to put in at least those 3 points and see where it goes from there. So it might take a little bit of time. I think the last one was an hour and 30 minutes of a video. So this one might be around that kind of time frame as well. Might also be a little longer since we do have the chat this time because I didn't do this live. I did it for a video, and it was a really well done video. Very well received. People liked it. So I thought, you know what? 3 years later, I have played the games more, obviously, and I have had some different perspectives on some characters, so we'll see if anything changes. Yeah, let's, I guess we'll just give these individual hellos, and then we'll officially go. Also, my YouTube chat is, like, not working at the moment, so let me see if I can fix that really fast. Fix? There we go. Now it's fixed. All right. Still wish I could make that better. Kristen, Nikki, Ayane, let's say something different. I don't know what the hell I was about to say. Sensei Atori, Kenny, Lucas, Yuki, Sanada, Akira, Aiden, Super Mystic Boy, Ayane, KT Chris, Here's Sakai, Essential, Mura. Hope everyone's doing good. Hope everyone's having a fabulous weekend so far. What's up, Hobocop as well? Yeah, new tier list. It's been a minute. I was just saying, I might have a different perspective on some of these characters. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't remember how my tier list was last time. I think I had actually a decent amount of people in S tier. I also don't remember how many tiers I had in general for the tier list. Normally they give you S through D. I put an F there because there probably will be a couple characters that actually are in the F tier. And some of them I actually did meme a bit and put them at way too high or way too low for me. So we're just going to go genuinely based off of just how I feel, because at this point, I know we had some memes on some characters through this channel. I don't remember any of them. We're just going to have to go in and just see what happens. So let's see how it goes. You know what? Also, just in case anyone's curious, I'm gonna put it in the description as well. I'll put this. Oh, it's also showing my cursor. I guess it's not really that big of a deal if it does or not. Now that I think about it, I'll get rid of it anyway. No cursor. I don't know why it bugs me that I see it on my stream. So there we go. Let me put this in the description real quick as well. I didn't think about doing that. Also, for this type of stream, I made a playlist of. Where's my cursor? I made a playlist of 129 songs from Dynasty Warriors 3 through Dynasty. I don't know why I didn't put 2. I guess because 2 and 3 kind of have the similar things. They just redid a lot of Dynasty Warriors 2 songs in the Dynasty Warriors 3 soundtrack. So, yeah, I did a tier list 3 years ago. I want to see if I have a different opinion on any of these. Because if anyone knows me, my mindset does not stay the same, especially within 3 years. Yeah, I'll put this tier list on the top of the description in case any of you want to check it out. So let me do that really quick. That'll be updated there. Tier list here. All right, save that. So that should have been added. Yep, change is saved. All right, if you don't see it, you can easily just go ahead and refresh. You can do it yourself as well. And just let me know how it went. If you have a Twitter, you can always at me on Twitter and let me see what your things were. I still don't have the Discord open yet, so sorry for that one. For some reason, somehow people are still finding a way into the Discord. If you do, congratulations, you found a little nice getaway. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see what happens. We'll start off, I guess, from top to bottom. So we're going to go ahead and just do Zheng He first. Is Su Shu still an F? I don't know. I did find him fun. We'll get to him once we get to him. We'll see what happens. Hey, we also got, it's called Frenzy Moon. All right, so yeah, let's go with Zheng He. Again, I'm going to try to be a little more fair to the S tier and not just put, like, the most, like I'm only going to do it for people that I absolutely 100% know without a doubt in my mind. I like them pretty much through every single iteration of the games. And like character-wise, I loved them. And written-wise, I would love them too. So we're going to just go through that. There might be a couple, maybe one in here that might get a point off due to like maybe a game I didn't like too much with them in it, or maybe something they didn't have. But that's not really their fault. That's more so Koei Tecmo for like maybe changing them up or something. All right, so Jung He. This is an easy one. I'm going to put him at the A tier. Aside from, I think, Dynasty Warriors 6, every other game, I thoroughly enjoyed him. His character, obviously the flamboyant, beautiful boy that he is. He was a character that at most times could not be taken too seriously, kind of like a cool comic relief, but there were moments where he also was very serious, and I really enjoyed those serious moments. I did really love him with the claws in, it was every other game aside from 6 and 9, I think? Which they did give him back in 9, I think, as a DLC, which was probably the best DLC weapon in that pack. So I'm going to give him a point for that, even though I normally would take him a point off. But due to his 6, even though 6 had a very amazing design, I will say the weapon that they gave him, which I think was just a regular pike. But then in Dynasty Warriors 6 Empires, they gave him the claws again, which was really dope. But all in all, like, he's not somewhere at my #1 favorite, but he's definitely somewhere where I'm like, if I ever want to play with someone that's super fun and reliable, Jung He is always going to be that type of character for me. So he's an easy A tier. Easy A tier. Now we're going to be going over to Zheng Liao. It's going to be a long stream probably if I... yeah, I mean, we will be getting through this in one stream. Obviously, that's the plan. But, so we're not going to try to, like, rush it or anything. But if I do notice I take too long, we'll try to make the reasons more brief. But yeah, next up is Zheng Liao. I have always been a huge fan of Zheng Liao. Personally, he's one of my all-time favorite Warriors characters. Every single game that he's been in, even when he changed his weapon over to the twin axes, I found them to be super fun. I don't think the man has had a really bad design. There might have been a couple designs that I was kind of like whatever with. Always written to be a badass. Always had a badass, respectable warrior as well. So I will have to say, I really don't have anything bad. I'm going to put him in S tier. We're starting off early with an S tier. I really love it. We're starting off really strong right now with S and A's. All right, Yue Jin. He's a pretty short-lived character at the moment. Not saying like character written-wise, but he's only been in 8 and 9, I think. And the 8 weapon was really good. 9, they ended up giving him a twin mace, which kind of hurt him a little bit for me. All his designs are great. I do kind of like the character a little bit as well. Written-wise, I mean, to be fair, unless there was something involving around with him, Li Dian together, or him, Li Dian and Zheng Liao together, he was kind of like, all right. But that's where I feel like his moments really shined. But nonetheless, I do still really like him as a character. His movesets were pretty fun, even when he had the twin maces, which was kind of like, or the twin rods at one point in 9. And then eventually they gave him his DLC weapon, which I find fun, but it wasn't super enjoyable. I'd probably maybe put him... I'll put him at B. I think we'll put him at B. I found him fun gameplay-wise. Design-wise, he was probably one of like the coolest characters to me in those last 2 games. But honestly, just... At moments, I just feel like he's just there a little bit, so we'll leave him at B, at a respectable B. Peng De. All right, Peng De, honestly, I didn't find him too much fun in Dynasty Warriors. What was it? Dynasty Warriors 5 when he first came out. The way the moveset was cool. I like the idea of the twin axes when it first was. I think he was the first one with the twin axes. And honestly, the points that I kind of gave off of him is that they didn't keep his twin axes when they brought them back. Or when he got him back in Dynasty Warriors 7 Extreme Legends, and then for some reason in the other games, they gave him, I think it was the Spike Mace, which was originally Xiahou Dun's weapon. But that weapon was still pretty fun. Design-wise, he still had a really lot of cool designs. And obviously during the Shi Liang stuff, and I think only Fan Castle was where he really was, like, really shining. And I think didn't he die in that battle or something as well? I can't remember. Correct me if I'm wrong, of course. I'm not going to put that for points off of him or anything. For, historically dying in the story. But yeah, honestly, yeah, I'd probably say he was kind of like, for me, a Zheng Liao light. That's actually a good observation. I'm going to put him at a C tier. Because I don't hate him, but I don't really feel I'm neutral on him. C is pretty much going to be our neutral, and D is where it's going to start declining in terms of like, whatever. Yeah, I'll leave him at a pretty fair C tier. I think that's pretty good. Again, C is going to be where we're neutral with it. I know we kind of have 6 categories, but C will be our neutral, and then the B is where I'm like liking the person, and then like obviously we go further and further up. He does die at Fan Castle. Go on, you killed him. Okay, I just want to make sure. All right. Oh, this one. I feel like I do really like Xu Huang. His designs for me, for the most part, were hits. Some of them were misses, but most of the part, they were hits. Obviously, his 6 stuff was a little interesting in terms of his design because it didn't have the white, turban or something on his head, which kind of hurt him a little bit there. Obviously, all around, he was just that kind of character that just always wanted to get stronger, wanted to improve himself. A lot of people really did feel like they were like some kind of like trying to get stronger to, you know, kill Guan Yu or have a good fight with Guan Yu or like be that kind of rival to Guan Yu. It felt like. So at least the dude had a goal. I mean, very admirable goal, just get stronger, obviously serve his lord faithfully and everything. Aside from that, though, and correct me if I'm wrong, that from what I've seen, it feels like that's all it really was at the end of the day, was him just kind of trying to just be better, which is good. It's not a bad thing for being better. But yeah, I'd probably say, he doesn't change too much, honestly. Again, the biggest change in terms of design was him just being an armored dude, not having like the white turban in Dynasty Warriors 6, but aside from that, they eventually brought it back. His Great Axe moveset was pretty dope. It was really cool and interesting. I love the little like aerial attacks where he could do like a little tornado, like, or helicopter type of like attack where he slowly descends with one of the Great Axe weapons. I know he also had a pike at one point, but it didn't really hurt me in any way. So you know what? I'll leave him at a B tier because I do like playing as him. He was pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, like he's white turban axe dude that knows honor and self-improvement, and regardless, I do like it. So I'm gonna give him a B tier. I'll probably be very, very kind to most of the Wei people, I think. So, and I'm not even trying to just use bias, but I just genuinely do like quite a bit of the people in this. So just keep that in mind. Also, this playlist will be jumbling between like every single game. Again, I did the ones that were just personal favorites of mine. So again, there's 129. So don't worry, there's plenty of diversity that we'll probably run into. I even had like preparation screen music and stuff too, which is pretty funny. All right, next up we got is Jun Yu. He, I can probably already say, will be a C tier for me. I thought he was pretty cool when he debuted as the strategist for Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires for Wei. But aside from that, we only really have to work off of in terms of story, unless you're someone who obviously researches the damn dude. I did not. I just go off of what I see in the video game, so that's another thing as well. But yeah, at the end of the day as well with the music, it's all Dynasty Warriors stuff. I'll eventually add more stuff like Samurai Warriors and everything, but at the very least right now, since this is Dynasty Warriors specific, right now, nothing but Dynasty Warriors music, so that's at least good. Also, I should really make sure OBS is there so I can see the music waves and everything. I'll probably, I don't know, like, I don't, like, 9, I like the throwing axis, the throwing knives are like an okay fit for him. His weapon in Dynasty Warriors 8 was super, super unique, which I really loved. But at the end of the day, I'm still kind of like whatever with him. I'm probably gonna just I don't really have much to say because we really only got to hear too much story about him because he debuted in an Empires game, which didn't really have any story for it. So yeah, I'll leave him at a C. I'm feeling like whatever about him. Jun Yo, actually, on the other hand, I'll probably put at a B tier. B tier because I think the weapon that he had was really fun. I don't know what the kind of whip weapon. I don't know what it was. I know it wasn't an actual whip, but it was like the kind of like weird whip sword or whatever. I don't know what the term is. So you're more than welcome to tell me in the chat. But I really liked him. Honestly, in terms of the looks department, in terms of the written department, I think he's just a better Su Shu to me in a way, which is kind of funny. I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. He's obviously there through a decent amount of the story and everything. And, like, I think he's the superior Jun in the Jun family between Jun Yu and Jun Yo. So, yeah, I don't know. I think he's a I think he's a cool strategist. I think his design is great. His moveset was really fun. He's only in one game, so I can't go too in-depth with it. But I just think overall, character-wise, he was pretty cool. Weapon-wise, he was fun. And moveset, fun. And design-wise, he looks great. I like him a lot. What's up, Navir? Welcome to stream. Hope you're doing good. And if I missed anybody in terms of saying hello, sorry. We're also just trying to, go through this and not make it too long of a stream. But regardless. And if we do end up being a little too quick with this, I'll end this stream and then maybe we play a little Warriors on the side afterward. We'll see. Well, it depends on how long this takes over. If it takes at least over an hour and a half, then we'll just end the stream there and call it a day. I don't mind resting a little bit. Thanks. I know I also started the stream a little late because I was still working on my car. Thankfully, by the way, good news, got it finished. What's up, Sleepy Nomad? Hope you're doing good. But yeah. So yeah, again, not much I can say about Jinyo. So we're gonna move on to this is Xiao Yuan. Yeah. All right, Xiao Yuan. I mean, long stream. It just depends on how quickly we get through this in terms of like talking about each character and everything. But regardless, if we don't finish this one, if we finish this one early, again, we'll just go ahead and play. We'll play a Dynasty game or something on the side, but we'll make it a separate stream. We'll see. Or I'll maybe just make this into a separate video once I'm finished with it. We'll see what happens. But yeah, Xiao Yuan. Xiao Yuan, I think for me is a solid B, and don't take that as like a way of me like ridiculing the character at all. The reason why, he's just not my normal go-to type of character. I think character-wise, he is amazingly well written. His movesets, honestly, I didn't really have any gripes over his movesets or anything in any of the games at all. I know 6 obviously had that really weird kind of sword, the big sword and everything, but regardless, even then, I think he was still pretty cool. He had the bow moveset, which, in my personal opinion, is not my favorite thing in the world. I'll still use it from time to time, just for the hell of it, but like it's not my favorite weapon. But eventually, he did end up getting the bow rod, I think it's called. And that weapon was really cool in 8. I think they even gave it to him as a DLC weapon in 9, but unfortunately, I don't remember too much about it. But I think I remember having a pretty okay time with it at the end of the day. In terms of designs, honestly, I don't really know a design that I really don't like from him. A lot of them were really, really cool to look at, really easy on the eyes. So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I like him as a character. I think he's really cool, really well written, along with Xiahou Dun. Who had Xiahou Dun to him? Is it brother or cousin? I can't remember. I feel like in some of the games they called him a cousin, but in other ones they called him a brother. So I'm not 100% certain. I could just be my brain, the heat's getting to my brain or something. But it was a pretty good moveset. Yeah, I'd probably say it's a pretty good moveset with what he had. But yeah, I mean, again, he's kind of just one of those characters. Like, it's pretty easy to put him at a B tier. That's just how I personally feel about it. Again, I don't have any ill things about Xiahou Yuan. He was just kind of like not that go-to character that I would normally use. Say if we had him with Xiahou Yuan and Xiahou Dun was my number 1. Speaking of, he's the next one, and he's an easy for me, easy S tier. Every single game, love playing as him. Every single design, love him to death. Character-wise, I love him to death as well. I think Dynasty Warriors or Koitsumo did more love to him than I think like his history did for him, if I'm not mistaken. Made him like the rival of Guan Yu and everything too, which was really dope. Like, his loyalty to Cao Cao and everything, his personality, his design, the eye patch, which obviously was a historical thing, but regardless, he still had it, and it was really cool. Every single scene where I see him get shot in the eye and just tear out the arrow, iconic. Has to be an S tier. And his movesets, even when he had the, what's it called? The spiked mace in 6, every other time he had like a sword or the scimitar. Because I know in 7 base game he had a sword, but in 7 Extreme Legends they gave him the scimitar. He's an easy S tier. Always fun to play with. Always such a joy to have on the screen in general. I love him to death. I could literally just keep repeating myself over and over again, which is how much I love this character. He's easily in the S tier along with Zheng Liao. 100%. How dare you put my husband, Xiahou Yuan, in a B tier? If it makes you feel any better, I didn't say anything ill about him. He's just not one of those characters that I like go to immediately. Like I said, if I did something with like Xiahou Yuan and like any of the characters above him, I'd probably go with those characters first. But Xiahou Yuan is still a very beloved character for me. Very beloved. Yeah, no, I could easily go on and on with Xiahou Dun. Xiahou Dun's easily, like, as the years go on, has become one of my favorite characters. At first, I was like, he's really cool. But as I, like, started playing with him more and more in other games, like older games, newer games, I was like, he's the one. He's S tier, 100%. 100%. Right, let's move on. Let's go to Jashu. I mean, I thought he was a character at one point that kind of reminded me of the Pirates of the Caribbean. And I was like, I guess that's all right. He's also a dude who killed Dian, is the reason Dian Wei's dead. Really sad about that. But I gotta say, character-wise, I love his devious like nature and everything. He's really cool. His movesets, honestly, were really fun in every single game he was in. I really like that. I don't think his weapon actually ever changed, did it? It was always the chain sickle, which was really cool. His Musos were really cool too, and everything. He was like just like that shadowy, like mischievous strategist, and I loved it to death. And his character, again, he's like I just said, it's so good, and I really love playing as him a lot. I don't know if this will be a hot take for people, but I know I don't play with him enough, and I really, really should. But I'm gonna put him at A tier because I do play with him a lot off screen, quite a bit, in like other games. So yeah, he's an easy A tier. Specifically, also just because of his character. His character is just Probably he's my favorite strategist in all of Way, in my personal opinion. So that's why he goes A. Then we got Guojia. All right, Guojia. Let's see. What can we think with Guojia? I'm thinking maybe a B. I'm thinking he could be a good B. I find him really fun to play with in every single game he's in. I think in terms of character, I mean, he's also pretty cool. He does unfortunately die very early on in, like, Dynasty Warriors, I think. So he's not a super, like, long longevity type character. At least I remember in 8 he wasn't. So I think, when did he debut? 7 Extreme Legends, right? I think it was 7 Extreme Legends. His moveset with the pool stick was really cool. Honestly, even when he changed over to the staff, I think it was a really cool moveset that he had and everything. It was just the icy. It was just the complete opposite to Zhou, who was the fire staff. Guojia ended up becoming the ice staff. So yeah, I'd probably give him a solid B because I don't feel neutral on him at all. I love his character. I love the movesets that he had in both games, even when he had the weapon change and everything. So yeah, he's a B. He's a B. I like him. The lovable Sutsu. I mean, character-wise, he's great. Character-wise, I love him. Moveset, I think this is what's going to put him in C tier, is his weapon. I've never been a fan of the club. If you've known this channel for a long time or known me for a while, I have never been a huge fan of the club. So I got to put him at C tier, mostly because of that. But character-wise, he is super lovable. I love his loyalty to Cao Cao, his kind of like adultish, childish behavior, mentality. I think it's really cool. And just the fact that he's just a muscle-bound freak of nature as well is just super cool. But again, because of his moveset and just the fact that it's so slow, yeah. It just is slow. And again, it makes sense. It makes sense because he has that giant weapon. He's a big dude, so he's meant to be slow. So that's a good attention to detail. So that's not me hating on the character at all because I really do adore this character. But his moveset is what really hurts me. So I'm going to have to put him at C tier. Just, it has to be done. It has to be done. Okay, what are we getting for the next song? I'm waiting. No, we're waiting. Okay, all right. Nice little chill music. All right, that's fine. I think it's, what is this, Dynasty Warriors 7 music, I think? Oh, 6 music. Never mind, just kidding. No club fans? I'm sorry. I've tried so many times with the club. I really have. I think the best version of the club is probably 7 and 8, because that one isn't really all that slow, but every other version, I'm just like, ugh, can't do it. I tried so many times on older games and newer games. I just can't get into it. I'm sorry. I've tried. I really, really, really tried. But I just can't do it. I really can't. I didn't really feel like I was having that much fun with him when I played him in Dynasty Warriors 9, I think for the series, right? No. Was it that? I don't remember. It's 1 a.m., so I just came by to say you put Shu Huang in the wrong tier. I'm sorry. I know you're a huge... obviously, I know you're a huge fan. That one club fan is mauling right now. Yeah, I just can't like the clubs. In the way I really find it funny, and like I feel a little bit better that it's kind of unanimous with the clubs. But I'm sorry for club fans. I'm not here to trash your clubs. I can't do it. I can't like it. It's just not that great. I'm sorry. I like this club at 4. I tried. I tried in all the old games. Newer games. 7 and 8, I think, were the best versions of the clubs for me. But everything else, it was just like, oh, can't do it, man. Can't do it. Yeah, they're a little meh. Yeah, that's probably a good way of saying it. The whiplash when this music changes to something harder. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a huge whiplash, yeah, because we just have it on shuffle right now. Because it was just going to go in order. We would have just heard a bunch of DW3 music and probably DW4, and that probably would have been it. But I did put a decent amount for each game in there. I didn't put as many for Dynasty Warriors 9 because the ones that I saw on YouTube were like... Yeah, no, auto-lock really hurts DW4. It really does. It hurts DW4 a lot. It sucks. I know they got rid of it in 4 Empires, but that's probably one of the biggest reasons why I don't say 4 is the best, is because that auto-lock is just god-awful. Oh, hell yeah, baby. One of the greatest... This is Wuzhong Plains, right? Entrusted Hope? Maybe they'll finally make a good club moveset in 10? I hope so. I hope so. Also, if this gets enough love, maybe we'll do a, you know what? I think we can make this happen. 50 likes, and then we can do maybe a tier list based off of the, maybe the games. The Dynasty Warriors games. We could do that. I say we can make that, I think we can make that goal easily with the Warriors community. I think we can make that happen. Yeah, who puts auto-lock in the DW game, actually? No, it's ridiculous. All right, before we keep going further and further, which is fine. We can easily do that. I don't mind. Because I do kind of want to make up for yesterday since I couldn't stream yesterday because I was just too exhausted. Trusted Hope? Yeah, great song. Yeah, no, that's a great question. Who puts auto lock in a fucking PW game? Come on now. Menchong. The moveset form's cool. I like his design. I like that he was just a mischievous little trap guy. I have a strategist. But minus that, like, he's only had one. I feel like the Dynasty Warriors 9 characters are going to get hit pretty hard because I just... It is also Muso Mei. Yes, that's true. Hey, did you know it's Muso Mei? Just in case any of you are not aware of what Muso Mei is. Actually, I should have put that as a freaking... You know what, I will. Hang on. Let's add that as a hashtag for this because it deserves it. Chris Gildart did a lot to make this kind of thing a reality, and I'm going to help him with it. I'm going to put Muso Mei in here as well in the hashtag. There we go. Muso Mei, I know what he's doing right now. I'll plug my friend. He is doing One Piece stuff. One Piece Pirate Warrior stuff, if I'm not mistaken. Go ahead and give his stuff a look at. Really good stuff. Chris always delivers. It's really cool. And if you're someone who also wants to participate in Muso Mei, then all you got to do is just do any you don't have to stick with the theme. I think for him, he said you could do any Muso content in general. So just play a Muso game, record it, upload it there. Use the hashtag Muso Mei. I know Chris Gildart would love that a lot. Hashtag Muso Mei, everybody. Just in case you weren't clear. Hey, once more time. Hashtag Muso Mei. That's the Chris Gildart. So yeah, sorry, I'm gonna have to put him in siege here. I'm kind of like whatever with him. I think he's kind of cool with his little trap kind of like mindset and everything with strategies and everything. That's really cool. I don't think he's really all that bad of a written character either. He's just kind of like there for me at the same time though. Wei has an... I will say the one thing about Wei, and it isn't really a gripe or a hate or anything, but it's kind of just like... there's so many strategists in Wei particularly. It's like some of them I feel like do kind of get lost in the shuffle a little bit. I feel like Jun Yu and Menchong are one of those people that, in my personal opinion, I feel like they kind of get lost in the shuffle a little bit. Oh! The next one, my queen! My queen! Damn, I feel like an actual simp right now saying that. Wang Yi. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to anyone who doesn't feel this way about Wang Yi, but I do feel this way about Wang Yi. You know what? No, yeah, she still does. Actually, I'm thinking... You know what? I'm going to put her in A. The reason why I'm changing what I'm saying right now with her, she is S tier in my heart. The reason why I have changed her to A, she's like an A+ tier. She's like the, you know what? Just to ensure that she's like first place, Zhanghe, move. We'll put her at the very beginning. The reason why, hear me out. The reason why I'm putting her at A tier, she's a high A+ character for me. She's S tier because I love the way she's written. I love her her lust for revenge and everything. I know, I'm sorry. I probably got a lot of people's hopes up for that. But the reason why I'm putting her at A tier, in my personal opinion, as soon, like design-wise, beautiful. In terms of character, beautiful. I love her lust for revenge. I know for some people, they're like, whatever about it. It's all she thinks about. I mean, yeah, if your whole clan got annihilated, yeah, you'd probably want to feel that way too about killing someone. It's the weapons. Yep, there it was. It was the weapons. The Trishulas, I think it's how you call it. I'm sorry if I butchered the name. By far one of the best weapons in any Dynasty Warriors game ever. Unfortunately, they were short-lived because in Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires, they ended up changing over to 2 little pairs of sticks, which were the Emmy Piercers, which, don't get me wrong, were pretty fun in 8. They were pretty cool, but at the same time, I was like, I don't like it. And then I got them in, and then she ended up getting the hoops, which, to be completely honest with you, really aren't that great in 9. Because you lose, like, you can, like, hit people out of your combos and everything with, like, your special attacks and regular attacks. The hoops, in my personal opinion, are just really not good. So that was really hurting. And then the Emmy Piercers in 9, I feel like to me, again, this is just my opinion. I feel like they were the worst version of the Emmy Piercers, and I have yet to be able to play with her really all that fun ever since she ended up changing weapons. So, again, S tier character, but the weapons hurt her after 8, in my personal opinion. In my personal opinion, she has dropped it just because of those games over the years. 9 piercers are horrible in 9 compared to 8. That's the thing too. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, I've actually heard another person mention that the piercers with the moveset that she has and everything for him make it feel like she's a seductive type of person. I don't really want to see her in that kind of light that she's just another seductive type of character for me. The only lust that she has is the lust to kill Ma Chao. That's it. Lighty has opinions. Destroy him. But yeah, so I'm sorry. I have to put her at A. She, in terms of character, I'll just say this for the final one. Character designs, S tier. Moveset, S tier when it comes to 7 and 8. B or C tier for her when it comes to 8 Empires through 9. Sorry. That's just how I feel about it. That's just me. The Piercers could be good, but not for her. They really need... I really pray if she's... and I'm sorry that I'm saying it this way. If she's in the next game, because I don't know what the hell they're doing for the next Dynasty Warriors game. I'm kind of hoping that they don't stick with the... over the time, I was like, yeah, maybe they'll do like a revamp of the game like they did with Samurai Warriors 5. You know what? No. Keep what you have. If you want to make a little addition, that's fine. If you want to make a little addition to the game, that's fine. But please give her back. Okay, the biggest wish list is right now for me in terms of weapons. Wang Yi with the Trishalas. Soon So with his goddamn Tonfa's back. How is that not back in the game? How? Pain, dude. Absolute pain. That's my biggest wish list right now. I hate that they got rid of Sun Tzu's Tonfas again. You'd think they would have learned after 6, but no. Alright, moving on. Li Dian, I can probably just say right off the bat, I'm gonna put excuse me. I'm gonna put him at a what's up, Rukia fan? Hope you're doing good, welcome. I'm gonna put him at a B tier as well. Moveset wise, I really love him. Design wise, I really love him. Character wise, I really love him. You know what? I get a lot more for him than I am for Yu Jin. I like his more personality wise. I play with him I do like playing with him. His DLC weapons, honestly, okay, here's the thing with me really quick before I move him. Moveset wise in 8, really cool. Love the unique weapon. It was like some kind of like shredder or something, pretty much. Yeah, no, that's a huge crime that Sun Tzu didn't get his Tonfas back. I 100% agree. The moveset in 8, really fun. The moveset in 9, where they gave him the Crescent Blade, which is honestly one of my favorite weapons in Dynasty Warriors 9. Really fun, too. And then his Moon Spade, I think they called it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but his Moon Spade in Dynasty Warriors 9, the DLC for it, really great as well. Love his character. Love his designs. Love his moveset. Can't really say too much about it. I know he's also the best buddy of Yu Jin. I love their little buddy stuff. But I'm putting him on A tier just because I love playing with him so much. Yeah, it was a pizza cutter, yeah. Pretty much a pizza cutter, yeah. The Crescent Dow didn't feel like him. I mean, yeah, I could understand people's gripes with that, and I kind of felt that way too when I first saw. I was like, this feels a little weird. But, like, again, the weapon itself, though, was still really fun. And the Moon Spade was really fun, too. I really loved all of it a lot. So, yeah, I'll put him at A tier because I personally had a lot of fun with him. And his design is very memorable. His character is very memorable as well. So, yeah, I'm going to put him at an A tier. I love him a lot. He's a really cool dude. All right, here we go. We got 2 beauties coming up here. Cutter was just a leftover DLC weapon from 7. Was it? I did not notice that. It was a DLC. So, oh, wow. Yeah, I did not know that. What's up, Shiva? Welcome to stream. Hope you're doing good. Yeah. No, I 100% agree. Someone else. The Trishlas definitely work better for her than the Piercers, 100%. But yeah, a lot of your characters in 8 use DLC weapons for 7. I did not know that. I'm gonna be deadass. I actually wasn't paying attention to that. That's kind of funny. All right, yeah. Get to these 2 beauties. So this one, I don't know how people are gonna feel with it. Let's just get this out of the way really quick. As a character, I have never seen someone feel as less relevant to the plot of a story as Sai Wenji. I feel like in every single game she's been in, aside from 9, honestly, I feel like she got a decent amount of like time in 9. I don't remember 8 too much, apologies. But in 9, I do feel like she got a lot more time, and she was always with like Wang Yi for some reason. So I am happy with that she was shown more like on the battlefield and everything more in 9. Design-wise, I'm sorry, 7 and 8 are ass in terms of her design. Moveset-wise, with the harp, really fun weapon, actually. I played more of it, and she was really good. As to your best girl, you're going to hate me then. Weapon-wise, though, really great. I love the harp. Honestly, the whip, at first, I was like, is this thing really going to work for her? And funny enough, the whip actually is a really cool fit for her. I still prefer the harp, of course. Don't get me wrong. I still prefer the harp, but I'm just going off of what we have in 9, which was the whip, and the design is godly. Compared to her other designs from 8 and 9, or 7 and 8, which in my opinion, sorry again for Saiwenji fans, trash designs and trash relevancy. 9 actually, 9 of all games made up for it in terms of her design being amazing. Her weapon was still fun. Again, I think the harp is still a great fit for her. The whip is still really fun though, and they still made it to where it kind of gave her a Saiwenji feel. And she actually got more screen time, at least as like someone you could fight against or fight with. So yeah, I honestly, because of that, I'm actually gonna put her in B tier. A lot of the stuff that they did in 9, it fit pretty well. So I'm gonna say that. No, I don't think a whip was a great fit for her at all. Don't get me wrong. I don't think the whip itself was a great fit. But in terms of the moveset that she had for it, I think that it was like a somewhat more acceptable thing for me. But again, the harp is still by far the weapon that she should have, and she should never have gotten rid of it. But Koei Tecmo and Omega Force, baby. You know that they love to get rid of good things. But yeah, honestly, again, because I really did like Saiwenji, but she just wasn't a character of relevance all that much. But I really feel like 9 bumped it. You know what? Because I have been playing a lot with her lately in 9 and 9 Empires. And we also almost did a playthrough with her as well, but she didn't win the poll, unfortunately. It was Kunoichi, which, I mean, I'm fine with. Kunoichi is also really great. I love Kunoichi. We'll leave her a B. We'll leave her a B. She's like a B-. A solid B-. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, her representation in Kessen 2 is pretty dope. I liked her design in Kessen 2 as well. All right, Zenji, I mean, let's be real. Let's be real. I know for some of you probably say S tier. She's not my main girl. She's not the girl. She's not my number 1. So hear me out. Technically, Wang Yi probably is, but still hear me out. The flute, always a banger. Designs, she's had some misses, but most of them were hits. Obviously, in terms of her being that perfect ideal wife to Sao P, fabulous. She's just not my go-to character to play with. That's where it kind of hurts a little bit. But, when she had the whip, yes, it fits the character, but again, the flute for her was just really, for me, her flute was the equivalent of Sun Tzu's Fanfas. You can't get rid of that. So, I got a couple points off for that because I feel like the flute in general was just like, it was so good. It was so iconic for her. And then again, they got rid of it in 6, brought it back in 7, got rid of it again in 9. But then they made a DLC weapon, which in my opinion is a really, really great version of her flute because it's a flail flute this time. So it feels like it's an actual proper weapon instead of just whacking someone with an instrument. She actually has like a weapon that comes out of it, like a flail that goes out of it and everything. I think in my personal opinion, probably hot take, sorry, but I think the flute in 9 is the best representation of what the weapon should have been. Has good reach, and yes, as you mentioned, it is a frame rate killer, which was one of the funniest things. It has crashed my game before, too. Unfortunately. So that sucks. But regardless, I think the weapon's really fun. I love Zenji. She was one of the very first characters I played with because, fun fact, for some of you who did not know, Dynasty Warriors 3 was a game that you could play on one of the jam-packed demo discs. It was her, Huanggai, and Zhao Yun. I played with Zenji a lot, so I got familiar with her really quickly because she was only one of the 3 characters I could play with on the non-mon campaign for 10 minutes. And she was fun. I had a lot of fun with her. So, at this point, she stuck with me with the flute for the longest time. That's easy for me to go with saying that that's the most iconic weapon for her. And I'm glad that they did that. Is an S for you? First character I played when I started with DW3. I mean, yeah, to be fair, again, she was one of my very first because of the jam-pack version of the game. Demo version of Dynasty Warriors 3. Alright. I don't know how anyone else is going to feel about this. But Sao P has always been an absolute 100% number 1 favorite of mine. He's in my top 3 at least for Wei, probably. I think these are going to be the only ones that actually go into the S tier for Wei. So that's actually perfect. These are my top 3. Sao P is probably number 2 for me. Love his character. Love his attitude, personality, designs. Very great. I think they just were really, really amazing. I think his 6th design was by far his best one. The part when he had twin swords or dual blades obviously are the most iconic. That's what he started with. And I just really love them in general as well. They're really great. I think he only had the twin blades for 2 games though, didn't he? Or the dual blades. He only had them in 5 and 8, I think. He had twin swords in 7. And twin swords... Yeah, twin swords in 7. He had a regular sword in... He had his own moveset in 6 Empires, which is dope. Yeah, he only had it in 2 games, but it still feels like it's that kind of like thing for me where it feels iconic that he still has that weapon. I'm hoping they bring that weapon back instead of just letting him use dual swords and anything. So that was a really short. Oh, that was only 1 minute and 55 seconds. Damn. Yeah, that's just me. I feel like he's always been one of my favorites to play with. Design-wise, I've always loved him to death. Regardless of what game he was in, I always found I had a lot of fun with him. So yeah, he's an S tier for me. Absolute S tier unit for me, 100%. So he's got to be up there in S tier. He's one of my favorites. He's one of my most played as well with Xiahou Dun. Xiahou Dun's probably still number 1 for me. Here, we'll do this. We'll put them in order. At least these guys in order. Yeah, that's actually accurate right there. Okay, there we go. There you go. So that's what we have for them right there. 100%. No doubt about it. All right, now we're moving on to 4 people that might be a little lower on the rank, except for maybe 1 or 2. Actually, I don't know. Maybe just 2 people might be a little lower on the rank here. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's perfectly written, Cao Pi. He had his underwhelming moments, but overall, I just can't get over him. He's just really fun. I love him. He's fun. Love his designs. Love his character, his attitude, all of it. I just love it. It fits him perfectly. I love it to death. All right, Cao Ren. Don't get me wrong. He's a C. He's a C. I'm just going to be 100% with y'all right now. He's a C. The shield moveset wasn't my personal favorite. Still pretty cool, though. They kind of jumbled him around a little bit. He's basically just like that super... He's your average Warriors character, in my personal opinion. He specializes in defensive stuff. Cool. Yeah. Awesome. What else can I really say? Freaking... Again, he changed weapons like every single game damn near felt like. He had a mace, he had the shield, the mace again, not the mace, the flail, I mean. What did he have in 6 actually? He had a pike in 6. He had a pike, right? But yeah, kind of like he's there. I don't hate him. I don't hate him. I don't really have any bad feelings about him. He's there. He's there. All right. No offense to Cao Shu fans. Never cared about Cao Shu. He's going in D. First person in D is going to be Cao Shu. I forgot that he was even a character, if that says anything. Flail Cao Ren C, Shield Cao Ren B. Yeah, his moments with the shield was fun. Don't get me wrong. Low-key kind of boring. Yeah. He was a character. Exactly. Yeah, no, I agree. He was good. He was solid in Warriors OG 3 Cao Pi. May my shield serve to protect my lord from the chaos. Using a flail. Yeah, don't get me wrong. The flail... Voice crack. Don't get me wrong. The flail was pretty cool. It was pretty fun. But at the end of the day, no. It has to be... It has to be C tier for me. Which game? Dynasty Warriors 9. He debuted in Dynasty Warriors 9. That's probably why a lot of people forget about him. So I really don't know much to say about Cao Shu. I forget he's even a character. Who? That wouldn't be a bad idea. Like, honestly, like he's one of my least played characters in the game. You know what? I'll go a little hot with it. I'll do it. Add a row below. All right, actually, then I need to change up the colors. Don't hate me. That's just how I am. The red will be the... Actually, no. No, we'll leave it the way it is. Hold on. I got an idea. Let's make it gray, because they're just, like, so neutral, we don't know who the fuck they are. There we go. Who? Can I just do it through here? Oh, that's so good. All right, sorry, Cao Shu. Who? All right, that works. So, who? That's an easy A. Well, that's who we're going up to next, and by God, yes, indeed, he is an A tier. A tier Cao Cao. Fantastic character. Great movesets all around in every single game. I think he was almost unique in almost every single game, too. I think 7 was the one he wasn't unique in, and 9, I think, too. But I think aside from that, he was pretty much unique in everything, and all his movesets were really fun. Busos in the newer games were really cool, too. You can't put... I'm sorry. You can't put Cao Cao in anything below an A, in my personal opinion. He's so good. He is so good. And he is my favorite ruler out of all 3 of, like, between Cao Cao, Liu Bei, and I guess all 4. Cao Cao, Liu Bei, Sima Zhao, we'll say, and who's the other one? Sun Quan. That is so sad. And Sun Quan. You can't put him below an. You can't put him anywhere below an A tier at least. He would be S tier if I played with him more. I do play with him quite a bit actually. But again, I'm trying to be really, really like specific with S tier because I think last time I put a lot of characters in S tier. So I'm trying to maybe just go off of like what my top 3 are. But here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do for me at least. We'll put him right there. He's at least above Zheng He for me. A little below Wang Yi for me, but that's in no way. No, he's better written. He's better written. He has to be on. He has to be above Wang Yi for me. We'll do that. I'm only doing that based off of like A tier and S tier. Everyone below that, they're kind of just like whatever. You can stay there for all I care. Okay, well aside from Junyo needs to be at least number 1. There we go. Number 1 in the B tier. And that we'll just go off of that. But yeah, I'm at least limiting it to at least maybe 3 per faction. I'm trying to keep it fair to like those S tier characters that like really feel like they deserve it. But all right, here we go. Moving on. It's self-explanatory. It's serious. You can't hate Cao Cao. Cao Cao is just I'm sorry, he's the best written ruler out of all 4 of them. Even Sima Zhao. I love Sima Zhao. I'm like Sima Zhao, who spoiler alert, he might go S tier for me because I love Sima Zhao. I play with him in every single game he's been in. Love his personality and everything. I love the growth of him as a leader and all that stuff. Blah blah blah. But we're moving on from that. Let's move on at least to just back to Wei. But yeah, he's still gonna be woo more like who? Haha. Oh, that's so sad. That's so sad for them. All right, we got 2 more. Let's try and keep this going. Let's keep the machine running. Dian Wei, I mean, come on, he's a lovable character. Movesets for the most part are pretty enjoyable too. He's not my go-to character, so that's why he's gonna be in B. But he's still super lovable as a character. Very short-lived, which is also one of the reasons why it hurts him so much. But he died a damn hero, saving Cao Cao. Good for him. Died like a freaking beast, taking so many arrows, still standing, waiting for Cao Cao to leave, and then dies. And he just dies a bloody hero, 100%. Axe movesets could be hit or miss for me. I do kind of like the axe movesets a little bit. Some of them I'm kind of like, it's all right. He's just not my go-to character for Wei. My go-to characters for Wei are pretty much at the top are in S and A. But he's there if I want to play with him. But he all around, he's just super cool. His designs and everything were super cool. Obviously unique. He was bald. I don't think there's another bald character in this roster. Like, fully fledged bald, if I'm not mistaken. I'm looking through the whole roster right now just to double check. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't think anyone else is, like, full-blown bald. And I'm not going to count Zheng Jia from 7 because he at least had some hair on the sides and back. So, yeah, I think he was the only full-fledged bald character. So, you know, give the respect to the bald guy. He was also just a beast. He was a beast. Yeah, his moveset in 8 is good, yeah. Yeah, he's the only cue ball, yeah. But, I mean, yeah, I can't really say too much about him. Again, he's a short-lived character. Obviously, one of the really cool bodyguards of Cao Cao and everything. Really loved it. It just sucks that he was very short-lived. Would have been really cool to see what would happen if maybe he, like, survived. I guess we technically did see with Dynasty Warriors 8's hypothetical or something or whatever, but we're not talking about that. But, yeah, no. I like him. He's cool. I like him a lot. He's a very lovable character. And you know what? We'll put him right above Jinyu, or Tsutsu, excuse me. There we go. The buds are together. All right, Yujin. Probably a hot take. He's probably one of the characters that I play the most with as well. I'll put him at A. His moveset is his moveset and designs are his biggest saving grace. Character, I mean, again, he's pretty much just like, in my personal opinion, he's kind of like that kind of, he's a more disciplined kind of dude. And I'll probably put him, like, right here. The calm command, yeah, he's a calm, disciplined dude. And, like, again, his movesets in whatever game he's in, whether he was in Dynasty Warriors 8 or 9, great movesets all around. He is still one of my go-to characters to play with in Wei. But, again, we're trying to keep S tier the way it is. But I do like him. Again, it's not really... his gimmick in 8 was fun, yeah. Like, he's got a fun gimmick, if we're using wrestling terms. Fun gimmick. Great movesets all around. I loved him to death. The moveset that he had in 9 was still a really great fit, and they still let him use his weapon design from 8. It was great. Really happy about that. Can't really go too much in detail with it, because, again, I think he was only in Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends. I don't think he was even in the base game. But in my personal opinion, he was a character that long needed to be a playable character. He was one of those characters on that wish list for me. All right. Here we go, baby. Shu fans, I am so sorry in advance. I am so sorry. Hey, any Shu fans in the chat right now? Just curious, because I am so sorry. You're still gonna get some S tiers and some A's. Don't get me wrong, but this one and Jin might be the most harshest. Don't do it. I am so sorry in advance, Shu fans. Shu is all in F. Let's roast Shu. My Shu waifus. Shu's alright. Alright. I already know my character you're using to low tier. Really? You do? Alright, well don't spoil it. I'm kinda curious to see. I'm a Shu fan. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. This isn't, and again, this isn't out of me being biased or anything. I'm just going based off the character. Not the kingdom, so I'm going off the character. Yeah, we got great red spirit. There you go. Shu smells like a Shu. Jesus Christ. I love just saying Shu can get such a reaction off of people. That just goes to show, like, how much they are just, like, whether in a good way, a bad way, or a polarizing way, they're such a polarizing figure. It's so wild. That single you, that single you Yingfei will be so upset. Well, maybe, we'll see. We'll see. All right, here we go. Let's get it. Let's get this going. Let's do it. Woo! All right, here we go. Sushu must be an S+ tier. Oof. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. By the way, just in case anyone just got here and you want to see me do another tier list, maybe on the Warriors Dynasty Warriors series, rank all of them on the tier list. Hit that like button. We were trying to 50. If we get 50 likes on this stream, doesn't have to be while we're live. It can happen afterward too. Whenever we hit 50 likes on the stream, on this VOD. If you're watching it later, if you're watching it now, hit that like button. If we get 50 likes on this stream, on this VOD, if you're watching it later, I'll do a tier list with ranking every single Dynasty Warriors game. Dynasty Warriors, not every Warriors game, but Dynasty Warriors at least. I feel like that'll at least be more fair. So hit that like button if you haven't already. All right, let's do it. Moving on. Let's do it. Ma Chao, A. He has to be an A for me. Don't get me wrong, character-wise, I'm like, whatever. He's like, oh, for justice! And he's got a little vendetta on Cao Cao, of course, because he also wiped out his clan. Really cool. But Ma Chao was one of my all-time favorite. He's a spear user, so he already gets a big plus for me. I love spears in the games. The spears, for the most part, in these games are super fun to use. Designs, for the most part, are really great. I think his only bad design was 7. No offense to anyone who likes the 7 design. His design in 7, god-awful. Every other design, though, really great. 6 design, god tier, S tier. 9 design's really good, too. I really like his 9 design. 4 is really good. All of them, for the most part, are good, except for 7. No offense to 7's design. DW6 costume, Ma Chao is insert-gasm emote. Honestly, yes. He had one of my favorite ones ever. DW7 has the worst design, 100%. No, 100%. He was one of my next to Zhao Yun, he was one of my go-tos. I would always love to, like, if I was also able to put them in a video together, like, maybe have one of them be a bodyguard, which I think I did in Dynasty Warriors 9. They would always be together. I love the spear users in this game so much, and he's one of my go-tos to use for Shu, even though I haven't done it as often, but yeah. So, A tier for him. Cool character. I mean, personality-wise, pretty Shu-esque type character, but, you know, whatever. All right, moving on. We got Ma Dai. He's either C or D. I'm gonna. He gets showcased a lot in the later Shu era, but need a spot for Liao Hua. Good morning, Allie. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Oh God. Which one are we going for here? His paintbrush is alright. And do I care about him? Is the next thing. But hey, to be fair, he gets showcased a lot during the end era of Shu. So I'm not going to say that to him. I just never really had that much enjoyment out of him. He's going to be our first D tier. He's our D tier character. No offense. Put him in who? I can't. He has been showcased quite a bit in the later chapters of Shu, so I'm gonna let him have that. I'm giving him that respect. He was there. God, y'all are killing this man. I'm putting him in D. Paintbrush, I'm whatever with. I thought it was an okay weapon. Didn't really care. I just don't have any care for him. I just don't care. He's not an F. I think he's okay, but he's not an F. He's not an F, but he is definitely a D character. I'm sorry. All right. I really don't have much to say about my die. I'm going to be honest. I don't. D is far. Jesus Christ. Why are we roasting this man? He was there. Jesus. Why are we attacking this poor guy? Man just wants to live. Jeez. Like he's definitely below C tier because I just never cared. He's not an F. He's not an F character, but he is at least a D tier. He's an alright in terms of his character. In terms of his character, he's alright. Design-wise, he's alright. Moveset can be hit or miss. No mercy for sure. I guess so. Jesus Christ. Are fucking roasting this poor guy. Alright. I guess we did say we were going to be pretty maybe harsh to Shu. Alright, let's move on to Chunk Fei. Let's keep it going. Keep the ball rolling. I think someone already said make Chunk Fei an F tier, and damn. Alright, if you look at him historically, yeah, you would want to put him as an F tier. But we're going to just talk about his Dynasty Warriors counterpart. We're only just talking about the Dynasty Warriors characters from how they were written in Dynasty Warriors. Alright? So, yes, let's put this out of here right now. He was a hard R guy. We're not going to say the word. Damn, y'all roasted this guy too. But we're gonna just go off of his Dynasty Warriors counterpart, which I mean still isn't that super likable of a guy, let's be real. But moveset wise, he was great. Moveset wise, he was always great. I'm kind of whatever about the character though. I'm gonna put him in a C. I'm gonna be fair. Yeah, the drunk part of his personality is what really sucks. I'm gonna leave him at a C. He was always just that dumbass drunk brother. Powerhouse, yeah. Had that really cool moment at Chongbong, yeah, 100%. But that's all I got going for him. His moveset, though, really fun. Really like him a lot. But we're just moving on from that. We don't need to go too in depth. Again, he was dumb, drunk, idiot brother. Very powerful dude. Moveset-wise, honestly, I found it to be really fun. And yeah, he could be found really annoying too. But I had some like for him. I had some like for him in Dynasty Warriors. A little bit. A little tiny bit. No, 7 showed him drunk, I think, too. Damn, y'all just attacking me. Again, I'm going off of my own base, my own purposefully, like, I'm purposely going off of what I feel. But I'm glad that y'all are at least still sharing your personal opinions. I'm glad you're doing that. All right. Let's move on to his son, at least. All right. I'm actually curious what you all want to... you know what? I'll sometimes ask what you guys think. What do you think? Zheng Bao. Sworn brother to Guan Xing. What would you rank him at? Because honestly, I don't really care about this character. He is in Dynasty Warriors 8, he is voiced by one of my all-time favorite voice actors, though. Meh, about to see who's this guy who? God damn. Go with your gut. Alright, I'm gonna be honest. Flail Sword, didn't give a shit, thought it was a really bad weapon. What the hell does he even use? Oh, he uses the dual star mace thing in 9, though, which was pretty fun. Character design-wise, I think he has some really cool designs. He's shown in anime Zhong Fei. Yeah, he looks cool in 9. Yeah, I'd say he looks cool in 9. With Guangxing B without that D. I'm thinking... What's up, Helix? Welcome to stream. Hope you're doing good. I'll say about a... I'm gonna go with my gut and say D. D character. D character. Yeah, no, the weapon that he has in 9 is fantastic. Also, I'm gonna lower the music a little bit more. Jesus Christ, that's so loud. Move it to a -26. This song is so loud! Alright, 28 then. Christ. I'm doing him a justice. Jesus. He's Zhong Fei's Dominic Mysterio, to be honest. Damn! Alright. Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty unanimous that he's around the D tier, so we'll leave it at D tier. Alright. Sorry for anyone who hates Zhao Yun. You know where he's going for me. S tier. Always my go-to dude. The dragon. He has to go up to letter S. He has to. Rank S for me. Always a badass design. Always a badass moveset. He's easily S tier for me. Poster boy. Throw out your hate for Poster boy or whatever you want to do. It has to be S tier. Has to be. Love his character. Love his movesets. Love his designs. He's the GOAT. I'm sorry. He's the GOAT. You can say what you want. He's my GOAT. He will always be my GOAT. Zhao Yun is God. Always. 100% deserves the S tier for me. Carries this series on his back. That's right, I said it. That's right. Carries it on his back. This poor man's back's broken carrying this series. That's a joke? That was a joke? That was a joke. That was 100% a joke. No, I would be legally obligated to say that I'm being paid by Koei Tecmo for that. I would have to legally say that I'm being paid by them. All right. Oh, has to be at an S tier for me. He's to be completely 100% with y'all real quick. He was my first ever played character from the Jam Pack DW3. We're back to that one again, like how we were with Zenji. DW3 Jam Pack demo disc. He was my introduction into the Dynasty Warriors series. He has to be a #1 for me. He has to be an A tier for me, or S tier. I'm sorry, S tier. Has to be 100%. He's the best character for me always. All right, let's do it. All right, Yue Ying. Let me think. I'd probably say she's either a C or B for me personally. And of course, as we're going through the characters, of course, as always, let me know how you rank these characters. Ooh, we're getting some A's. Okay. Getting some A's already. All right. B, C. The Scythe is really good. She's good at engineering things. Yeah, that's true. Young's another S for Shu. Let me see. Let me look through this. I'm not going to spoil who it is. Let me look through like this Shu roster really quick and see who else I would have at S tier. Again, I'm going to go off of my personal favorite characters and my go-to characters. I think I know who my other S tiers are. I'm only going to try to go for 2 S tiers, and the other ones will be A tiers. Yeah, she is really good. I'd probably say B. She's a B. I think despite her changing her weapon for like always, the Scythe moveset, really fun. The staff moveset she had, of course, was also really fun. The arm blade bow thing that she had, really fun too. In both 6 and 8. In terms of when she went back to the Scythe in 8th, that's probably my favorite version of the Scythe. Really great. Designs, you could probably argue some of them, maybe the early ones weren't the best ones. I like her designs for the most part in every single game. The Pike, even though it's not the Scythe, I know it sucks, but at least going off the Pike was actually still a good fit for her. Obviously, she's very unique in terms of her being an engineer for Shu. Really love it, coming up with new inventions and everything too. Love it to death. I'm really feeling like all this sounding like I should probably make her A, because I do play with her quite a bit. Yeah, I'll put her at A, actually. I play with her a lot in this game. I play with her a lot. All right. Yeah, I think A. A would be fine. I've played with her pretty much in every single game, and I play with her a lot in 9 Empires. So yeah, I think A is deserved. She was good. She was good. Yeah, she's fun. Moveset's dope. Her Rage Muso in 8 is awesome as well. Yeah. Wei Yan. All right, everybody, give me your Wei Yans. Kind of curious to see how this one's gonna go. This is gonna be. I can already tell you 100% which one this one's gonna be for me, just because I never cared about this character at all. So we've got 2 Ds already. Another D. Ooh, an A. Okay. Zhang Bao in D. Hey, blame the chat too. The chat also said that. What? You can't hoo Wei Yan? No way. You can't hoo him. I'm not a huge fan of Wei Yan, but you can't hoo him. Wei Yan. Damn. All right, we're getting likes moveset, maybe a B. Okay, okay. Wei Yan D. Oh, you already said D earlier. All right, so we have quite a few of D's, A's, and B's. No C's or anything, though. No C. No one wants to go middle ground. Oh, there we go. There's a middle ground there. Now we got a C. Yeah, I actually heard Wei Yan was actually not, like, super dumb. He was actually, like, a pretty intelligent dude. Remove his speech would probably be a B. Honestly, probably. Like, I get that's this unique thing, but, like, moveset-wise, I did have quite a bit of fun with them. Character-wise, I could give literally no cares in the world. Designs were also pretty hit and miss. I'm kind of feeling whatever about him, but I don't think he's going to be in the D tier, so I'm going to put him in S. Or C. Not S, excuse me. But yeah, I'll put him in C. C for sure. C, I think C is a nice little middle ground. Maybe I'll do a Samurai Warriors one. We'll see. We'll see. Montai killed Wei Yan's, therefore he's below him. Fair enough. Okay, C as well. Hope you're doing good. I love that Nama can speak normally, but Wei Yan can't. Hey, maybe they had a good school system in Nanmon. All right, we'll just go with that. We'll say C. We'll go from there. All right, everybody. I really want to hear people's takes on this one. What's Bao Sin Young for y'all? Let's see it. Let's see it. I want to see what's Bao Sin Young for every single one of you. Tell me now. What is she for you? What is she? Who or what is she? Damn, this is almost unanimous. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey, she ain't getting nothing higher than a fucking D. Oh my god, y'all are killing her. Jesus. All right, well, who? Damn. I mean, to be fair, yes, I agree. She needs a tier below who? Damn. God, I did not expect people to say that. Yeah, okay, it's pretty unanimous at least that she's an F. Jesus. I mean, kind of the same way. She was just Guansuo's fangirl. Yeah, pretty much. Didn't really need that, to be honest. Yeah. Damn. All right, what would you all name the tier below her? I'll put her in F, but because at this point she's known, she's recognized, unlike Sao Shu, but just not in a good way. Yeah, no. Character-wise, that's what kills her the most. Design-wise, 7 wasn't really a great one for me. 8 was pretty good. 9, I actually do like a lot in terms of her design. The yo-yo, it's whatever for me. The moveset in 9 with the hooks, though, pretty fun. But at the end of the day, her character is what really, really kills her. She's literally just there to be a Guansuo fangirl, and that is pretty much it. I've never seen her care about anything else except for Guansuo, and that just kind of kills it for me. Yeah, I have to say, she's F tier. Dumpster tier. Trash. Jesus. So I will always say this, because it was a unanimous F, so we'll just leave it at F. But, yeah. Yeah, yikes, a tier below who. All right, everybody, let's move on from the trash bin of F. We finally got our first F tier character. That is Bao Sin Young. I'm sorry. I don't know if anyone else feels this way. I'm going to just say right now, he's one of my all-time favorite to play with. He's one of my all-time favorite characters. He's actually easily going in S tier for me. Obviously, let me know how you feel about Fawcett. I know he's a very, very short-lived character. His hypothetical, though, being able to see him more, was definitely the high-up thing for me. Both movesets in Dynasty Warriors 8 and 9, fantastic. Character-wise, I just think he's really cool. He's a different character for Shu. He feels very different from every other character in Shu, and that's my personal opinion. He just feels so different in a very good way. That's the carpet guy, yeah. His attitude and personality make him, in my personal opinion, make him stand out the most in Shu. And again, he's just super fun. Designs, obviously, as well, are just fantastic. Great. For me, he has to be S. And again, you all are more than welcome to feel whatever way you do. You can put him in any tier you want, but yeah, I have to say, Wei-like character sounds pretty accurate. Yeah, maybe that's why I like him so much. He feels very Wei. He's bi-bait and I'm here for it. It's true. He does tickle my bisexual. All right. Yeah, no, he's definitely S tier for me. I'm trying to look at every other... Oh, you know what? Never mind. I think I know who the other S tier was going to be. I was going to do someone else, but I know who it's going to be. Well, we'll see. We'll see once I get to him. We'll see. Oh, Pang Tong. Pang Tong's next one. Give me your Pang Tongs, everybody. Give me your Pang Tongs. We're almost at 30 likes on the stream and 50 people watching today. Thank you very much. Appreciate y'all. Now, bi-bait is absolute S tier. If anyone says otherwise, you're banned. I expect to see at least above a C for Pang Tong, and I'm feeling that way myself. B because of his short playtime. That's fair. S tier. Wow. There's a lot of S's. Wow. A's, S, C, or B. Fair. I'd say B. Just because he's a very short-lived character, I'd say B. Pang Tong as a character, fantastic. His moveset, I mean, if you're a fan of the rod, you're a fan of the rod. I'm kind of like okay with the rod. I don't think it's like the greatest thing either. His character, his designs as well are really great too, in my personal opinion. All of it's just really good. S tier with his hypothetical. Did he have a hypothetical, or are we just talking about DW Wade hypothetical? He didn't have a 9-1, did he? I'm gonna say B. B is a good one for him. B is fair. I love him to death. I think he's great. Moveset wise too. He's like he's fun and he's all right at best. I don't think he's never been not fun, but he's fun. He's all right. B totally. Firebreather B. Yeah, okay. We pretty much DB8. Okay, I was about to say, wait, what? This man got a DB9 hypothetical. They dropped some secret DLC that I wasn't aware of. By the way, fun fact: I haven't finished all the DLCs yet for DB9. Maybe I'll do that one day. All right. This one might be controversial. Give me your Sue shoes. Everyone, give me your Sue shoes. We pretty much got unanimous with Pang Tong. He's B. He's B. Give me your Sue shoes. I'm scared to do this. Wow, we're getting a lot of B's. Wow, okay. All right. Damn, an F. Damn. I'm really shocked to see how many B's there are. Wow. A for sick moveset. Wow, honestly, I was not expecting so much love for this guy. I want to like him, but I just don't, but I just don't. Also, his range is so short. You mean moveset-wise, or do you mean, like, story-wise? Loves his weapon, loves his design, especially his DB9 DLC costume. That was a good costume, yeah. Design and weapon are awesome, agreed, so yes, B or A. Wow, okay. To be fair, I will give his Muso an S. Now, which Muso are we talking about? The one where he just goes slashes all over the place, or the ones where he is, like, dropping, like, 1,000 arrows per second, which is fantastic. That Muso is really good. You know what? I think I remember putting him at the lowest tier. Not who, but I think I remember putting him at, like, F tier or something. But million slashes, yeah, that is pretty fun. The Arrow Muso, in my opinion, is the best one. If we do take a little bit deeper look into his story and the hypothetical, which I'm sorry, I did not enjoy the hypothetical at all, but he had some good moments in it. I'd probably be swayed a little bit to at least say C tier. Moveset wise, yes, he had some fun movesets. The sword frame was pretty fun too, even when he had it dying. I don't care too much about the DLC weapon version of his sword hook. But design wise, he's always had great ones, so I'll give him that. Honestly, it is a pretty memorable design. It's his short playability that really kills him a lot. But I am understanding everyone's arguments here, so I know for a lot of you said B or even above that, but I'm going to say C just off of my personal opinion or experience. So I'm going to say C. I think that's honestly pretty fair. I'm kind of whatever with him. So I was going to give him D, but there was a lot of good points that y'all made, so I'm going to say C. C for sure. Because I do remember having a little bit more fun with him than I do admit, so I'll say C. All right. I have a feeling I know where this one's going. Xiahou Ji. Where are you putting her? Where is this little pedo bait going? Hey, did you know she's a mom? I think I already know where she's probably going to go. She's probably going to be very low ranked for a lot of people. Wait, who? Exactly. Jail. Yeah, it's pretty unanimous where this one's going. I refuse anything above who. I'm sorry. Never thought we'd get this reaction. Usually we'd have cultured people here. Wait, so you do like her? What do you like about her? Out of just genuine curiosity. Not to attack you, just genuine curiosity. I would prefer to be an NPC. Same. Same. Big same. Honestly, minus 2 characters, they could have let Dongbai and Xiaoji just be UNPCs for all I care. And don't get me wrong, I actually do like Dongbai. She'll actually be up there for a bit for this tier list, but I don't think she'll be at S anymore. I think I had her at S originally. Just being a mom. I mean, that's fair. She did have a like little cute, wholesome moment with her, but yeah. I don't remember who Xiahou Ji is. I know she's related to Xiahou Yuan. Yeah, I think it was niece. Right? I think it was the niece. Oh, great. Now we get sad music when we're talking about this girl. Great. No, she's just Sword and Shield. She has the exact same moveset as Shinxai. Or, well, not what moveset, but weapon. I don't know what her moveset is. I only played with her once, I think. And I stopped. Actually, I think her DLC was to get... What was her DLC? Was it to bring Shu and Wei together? Or at least Xiahou Yuan and Zhong Fei together? It's like friends? Just look up the historical Zhong Fei and you'll know why we say jail. But yeah, sorry, no offense to anyone who does like her, but she's going in who? I actually forgot she was a character until I saw this tier list. No care in the world for her. I forgot she even exists. Yeah, I honestly completely forgot what her thing was as well. The did I stream the hypothetical? Curious, let me see. Over to this one. I actually don't remember if I did if I streamed it with her. Let me see. Yahaji. Oh, I did a weapon swap with her, just using her husband's weapon. Okay, that's the only thing I ever did with her. Wow, yeah, that was it. Wow, all right. I did one thing with her. That's actually really funny. All right. Oh, well. There you have it. I did do her hypothetical, though. I just didn't know if I did it on stream or not, but I guess not. All right. Yeah, I'm leaving her on who. All right, everybody. This one I feel like will be controversial for a lot of people, but go ahead and give me your picks for Guan Yinping. It's time for... It's Yinping time, baby. Let's see what y'all do. Ooh, a lot of love. A lot of love for her. Oh, there's the D. Damn. Fair enough. Don't feel strongly one way or the other, but she do be adorable. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. I prefer her to stay playable and get rid of Guan Suo. Damn. It feels pretty unanimous she's going up there in either A or S. So, I think originally she was an S tier for me. And I do love her. She's basically, in my personal opinion, aside from, you know, not as much intellect, I'd say she is basically the poster girl at this point as well. I remember her also, like, basically being the poster girl for, like, when they did the co-op and everything, when they released it in Dynasty Warriors 9. It feels like her, and I guess also, at least if you look at the mobile game, her and Dongbai are like poster girls in a way, which is very crazy to think, at least for Dongbai. But it is Japan, so that doesn't shock me too much. I'd probably say she is an A tier. I think all her designs are great. Her movesets are great. Her relevancy in a lot of the stories is pretty good in late chapters. It's pretty good. I think she was even a commander in one of the battles too, which was kind of cool. I really don't have any complaints about her. I know that a lot of people do complain that the fact that she's basically just turning into like a poster girl, Xiao Yun. But, I mean, if you look at the character, and of course look at the fucking faction she's in, she basically is lined up to be that kind of girl. And she was one of my all-time favorites, and she was originally an S tier, but I am trying to be very... Oh, God, it's... You know what? I'll spoil it. It's between her and Zheng Wei for me for S tier. I'm only trying to make 3 people per kingdom in S tier. I'm trying to be fair. I'm trying to make S tiers matter more. So it's between her and Zheng Wei for me, because I've played with Zheng Wei the longest because he's been in more games than her. I'm trying to think of the longevity of it. She's only been around in 2 games. Yinping, I mean. I'm gonna... She's A. Honestly, she might go above... She's going at least above Yue Ying in A tier. If I were to do this based off of, like, not just the kingdom, I'd probably put her next to Wang Yi. But I'm not doing that. I'm trying to keep all the things together. So she's probably like a number 2 for me in terms of... I don't know, actually. I play with her more than Ma Chao nowadays. Yeah, no, she's above Ma Chao for me. We already know where Zhuge Liang's going? Do you? I don't know if you do. All right. Guanxing, everybody. Where are we putting Guanxing? So she's at least the highest A tier. I think that's at least fair. I think that's at least fair to do. See who? Damn. It's pretty unanimous. We're getting either a B or C here, I think. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel with him too, honestly. Cuteness, monster strength, true. She do be getting that. In E tier, damn. Will you got that? Yeah. I mean, he's pretty much just like, what, the cool, level-headed brother of all of them, in my personal opinion. He's meant to be like the cool-headed pretty boy. He does also have that relationship with Zheng Bao, which helps out a bit. The wing blades are surprisingly pretty fun. What did he have in 9? He had the those like weird extra blades or whatever kind of sword. I don't remember. I don't know what they're called. And his designs were, for the most part, pretty good too. And I'm kind of like indifferent with him, so I'll say C. I'll say C for him. He's fun for crowd control. Not so much one-on-one. Yeah, that's true. Pretty accurate, honestly. Yeah, I think that's a fair. I think it's a fair one for him right there. I'd say. Was that what it was called? The fan sword? I honestly don't remember. But I'll take your word on that. But all right, yeah. I mean, there's not much else we can really say for him, honestly. Like, that's pretty much all I've got really to say about him. Mentioning his relationship and everything and all that stuff. The fan sword. Okay, gotcha. Fan sword. Gotcha. All right. Honestly, I'm expecting something decent here. What are we giving Guanping? What would you all give Guanping? I find this to be more fun. It gets you all more involved with it, letting you all pick as well, like what you would do. I'll still go off of what I choose, but I'm gonna see what you all say. Ooh, pretty unanimous between A and B so far. Oh, very fitting that we get this song too. God damn it. Oh, Guanping. Oh, Guanping. Oh, God. He dead. He dead. Yo, him doing his last stand to keep his father and brother safe. What a goat. What a goat. Yeah, I think it's pretty unanimous. We'll put him at a B. So here's my reason for putting him at B. For me, personally. Not going off what anyone else said. Guan Ping's my boy. He's the man. He's awesome. He's great. Even his final stand gives him some points up as well. Ooh, okay. Hold on. Isn't this the Assault song for Dynasty Warriors 4? The reason why he is at B. Dynasty Warriors 5 moveset. Goated to this day. His design for it was also good too. I think his design in either 9 or 7 are his best designs. My personal opinion. Like his character, just trying to live up to his father's reputation and just, you know, be that heir to the God of War. Respectable. Love the goal. That's actually, if you think about it, that's a huge goal. That is a really, really huge goal. Not to say the others don't feel this way, but I feel like Guan Ping is that one who got the closest to it, in my personal opinion, at least from what we've seen in the game. In the game. He's hot. He is also, he is a looker, I'm going to be honest. I also remember, I think, he ended up winning a popularity poll, which shocked me. He's got more to prove. He's always a dude. He's always that dude. I feel like he's got something to prove. But I feel like that's what drives him to be better. And I like that. He's always got something to prove, being like the adopted. He was adopted as well, right? He was the adopted son of Guan Yu, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm right or wrong. I'm pretty sure he was adopted, and then the others were his blood children. Oh yeah, actually, his Dynasty Warriors 6 design was pretty good too. It was different, but it was still pretty good. He was adopted? Okay. Trying to go off of, like, heat stroke brain waves right now. He was adopted? Okay. So yeah, I'd say yeah. He deserves the B, for sure. His great sword is what kind of kills him a little bit for me, because I'm just not a big fan of, like, big, slow weapons. But the moveset that he had for it was pretty dope, I gotta admit. It was good. But his 5 moveset was goated, should never have been changed, but unfortunately it is what it is. That's what they did. Historically, he was biological, and Romance of Three Kingdoms, he was adopted. Why would they change that then? He was adopted from a member of the Guan family by Guan Yu. Okay. Also, wait, he was still a member of the Guan family. So he was still a Guan at the end of this? While y'all are answering that question, though, oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Well, I just saw who the next character is going to be. He was a Guan? Okay. Okay, that's still fine, though. So he was still a Guan. He was just adopted into Guan Yu's immediate direct family. Okay. That's fine. I'm cool with that, then. I thought he was, like, a completely different name or something. Guan Yu was just like, yo, that kid's fucking cool. I don't know who he is. I don't know his name, but let's take him. But if he was still a Guan, that makes sense. Okay, that's fine. All right, everybody. From one brother to another, let's go. Let's see what y'all think about... What do y'all say about Guan Suo? Let's see what y'all say. I feel like this is gonna be this one's gonna surprise me with y'all. Okay, maybe not. The yikes tier? Damn. Oh yeah, never mind. Never mind. This didn't surprise me at all. This did not surprise me. Or maybe it did. All right, yeah, this is looking very D or F. Majority is saying F, and I'm kind of on that same category as well. Jesus Christ. Yeah, his moveset's pretty fun, but yeah. Character design, he's got some good stuff. But he's just the pretty boy character of Shu. I don't really see anything else really that much about him. I feel like with Baosin Young in the picture as well, he doesn't really get to like get out of that mold of just being the pretty boy of Shu. Yeah, I feel like moveset wise he was cool. Design wise, you could probably debate. But yeah, no, I think 9 was his best design. Probably Cap for a lot of people. I don't know, but oh, what's up, Bedster? That's all right. We still got plenty more to go anyway. Yeah, we'll put him in F. Hey, at least the lovers get to be together, so that's fine. Let's move on. Let's move on from the trash and move on to something better. All right, everybody, give me your Guan Yu. We're moving on. We pretty much made this unanimous that Guan Suo is F tier. Baosin Young still is first place in F tier, though. Go ahead. Let's hear it. What do you got to say? I think after this, I don't really have any that I, like, hate anymore. Yeah, this was pretty yeah, this was an obvious one. Yep. A, S, triple S, quadruple S. Yeah. Fuck, honestly, it's... Okay, now it's definitely between him and Zheng Wei for me. Guan Yu was around. Well, not they were. No, was Guan Yu around even before Zheng Wei? He came in. He was like in. When did Guan Yu debut? Was it the very first game or 2? Yeah, this is pretty obvious. Yeah, this anything below an A, I feel like, is probably like can be debated. Yeah, you really can't go wrong with Guan Yu. Put him in. He was in the first game. You know what? I do play with Guan Yu a lot. He's the God of War. You can't go wrong with the God of War. Moveset was always really fun. Designs, he was always just an utter badass. We got to put him in S tier. He has to be up there. Zheng Wei, he's still... He'll be an A+ for me then. He'll be a huge, huge A+, I'll say. Are people like putting like hearts in the chat or something? What the hell? Is there something on the chat where you can like just press a heart or something? I'm seeing hearts just pop up. Is that a thing you can do in chat? Did YouTube add something where you can do that? I've not been paying attention to YouTube. It's pretty obvious. I mean, yeah, he has to be an S tier. Do we really need to go too in depth with this guy again? God of War, the better brother for Liu Bei. Yeah, moveset with the blue dragon, the beard, the magnificent beard. Yeah, and he was always portrayed as a beast on the battlefield. It has to be, yeah. Oh yeah, he was cut in 7 Zheng Wei. I forgot about that. That was a weird. Oh, the 7 cuts in 6. I mean, yeah. Wow, that's crazy. All right, well then Zheng Wei would probably be an A for me then after that because he was one of my all-time favorites to play with at least. All right, everybody, let's keep it going. What do we have for Huang Zhong? Honestly, really like the guy. I'd probably give him a B or an A, personally. Let me see what y'all think. Yeah, it looks like we're going pretty unanimous between B and A. A B+, all right. Hey, if you also want to, you can give B+ and anything too if you feel so desired. If you feel so compelled, if you want to give like an A-, a B+, C+ or something, you are more than welcome to do that too, because we can maneuver that within the kingdom. Pretty unanimous so that it looks like it's going to be majority is going to be a B. Yeah, it looks like we'll give him a solid B+. I'll give him a B+ for it. So yeah, I mean, let's be real. We have one of the, I mean, at least for Shu, the grizzled hard veteran who eventually ended up joining Shu. I think he ended up fighting putting up a decent fight against Guan Yu, right? And that's when he ended up joining him afterward. Because Wei Yan ended up defeating the guy that both him and Huang Zhong were serving, because I guess he was a piece of shit. And eventually joined, and he, of course, obviously, mounting Jun was his most famous battle, if I'm not mistaken. Him slaying Xiahou Yuan, at least in the game, that's what he did. Obviously, a very amazing person with a bow. Obviously, with him being the veteran that he is, and probably one of the oldest, not the oldest on the roster, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know how Chung Pu is compared to Huang Zhong, but overall, just a really badass old dude. Really badass, grizzled veteran. Can't go wrong with it. The bow that he was super good with was really good. Movesets, for the most part, were pretty fun, too. So, yeah, can't really go wrong with an A. I play with him, or with a B, I mean. Can't go wrong with it. Solid B+, I'd say. Solid B+. But, all right. Let's say we go on to Zheng Wei. I've already mentioned where I'm going to put him, but we'll put him at A. For me, he's an A+. I'll put him actually ahead of the other two because, again, he's up there for me. But, again, mostly designs always were goated. Movesets were always goated. Character, obviously you can argue. But I still liked him a lot. And he was still one of my overall most played characters ever. So, go ahead and give me your picks. For me personally, he at least in terms of Shu, he obviously was the one that carried like the whole story for Shu in the later chapters. Because to be fair, we didn't really have that many people. We had him, Yue Ying, Yin Ping, Ma Dai, Suo, Baosun Yang. Like if we look at all the other characters in the other tiers and look at him, Xing Sai, Liu Shan, he carried it. He carried the late era of Shu. So at least in terms of their story. In terms of the story. I'm not saying he carried them to glorious victory or anything. I'm saying in terms of the story itself, he carried the story. Yeah, so he's a solid A+ for me. That's pretty unanimous. All right, here we go. Let's keep going. Keep it going so we don't make the stream too long. What are we getting for Liu Bei? Yeah, no, I'm not really a big fan of his voice in 7 and 8. Not saying the voice acting's bad, but the voice itself just felt very weird for him. All right, give me your Liu Beis, people. We're doing this based off of playability in terms of gameplay, designs, and his character. Ooh, this one's pretty. Oh wow! All right, we found the most polarizing figure in Dynasty Warriors. Who? No, you can't say who for Liu Bei. Get out of here. That's not even a hot take. What the hell? He is very, very middle grounded. Holy crap! Like I'm seeing a lot of like C's, D's, F's. I think I saw some B's maybe. Calling him a who? Get out of here. Refuse to give him an F. That's fair. The actual person maybe an A. His portrayal was D. Wasn't he actually a piece of shit? A? Why? Like, was he actually a piece of shit historically? I thought he was an asshole. That's what I heard at least. UDB4 music never fails to be a banger. He was the only Emperor of Shu because of Guan Yu or Zhuge Liang. Oh, he was only... I read that wrong. I'm sorry. Chucking babies isn't very pog. Which version? Overall character. Just the overall. We're not talking about just Dynasty. We're looking through all the series. The whole series. B for Benevolence, Babyface, and Bad Father. I love that. That's so good. I think we're going to go maybe with a... How does a C sound? I think a C sounds pretty decent. I'm going to be honest with you. Moveset-wise, I think he's a really dope character to play with. Really dope. Designs, he's had some really good ones. I think, honestly, the ones where he looked younger were not his best ones. I think that's ones what really killed him. He was a little crybaby to do anything on his own in the novel. Damn. I'm going to say C. Character-wise, I think is what hurts him the most. I'm going to say C. I'll give him a C. Yeah, the older designs are definitely what carried him. C's perfect? Yeah, we'll go C. It's just, his character, for the most part, is what really hurt him. Again, whether it was the portrayal or if how he was actually historically. Because I know they make him out to be a lot better in Dynasty Warriors than I think they do historically. I think, what, the Three Kingdoms portrays him pretty accurately, right? Which means he's a shithead. But again, we're trying to go off of just the character itself. The character itself, I just found him to be very uninteresting. I think when he's going out for vengeance, it's actually pretty cool. But aside from that, he's like, eh. He has the personality of 2010's John Cena. Benevolence, virtue, and honor, I guess. Or justice. That's John Cena's hustle, loyalty, and respect. All right. I'm actually curious to see how this one's going to go. Let's go with his son, Liu Shan. What do y'all say about Liu Shan? And again, we can't do S tier. I mean, at least for me, I'm not putting S tier anymore. If you want to say S tier for yourselves, you're more than welcome to. Boring, move on. Damn. Wow, someone gave an A tier. Wow. Ow. Ow. A lot of people are trashing on Liu Shan. B tier. Damn. E. Damn. All right. Well, I guess because they really try to make him out to be way more interesting than I think he actually is, right? Dynasty Warriors story, I mean, because like even Sima Zhao was like kind of like respecting the dude. Because he was like, he's not actually as much of a dipshit that he makes himself out to be, is basically what the story was. But I was like, I guess that's kind of okay. But at the same time, like, I didn't really care because, like, he didn't really do anything. He just sat there and let Zheng Wei, like, and whatever his advisor name was, or his advisor's name was. I don't remember what his name was because he was a generic. He was showcased a lot in 9, arguing with Zheng Wei. He just kind of just sat there and just, like, let it happen. He's like, all right. Yeah, I think he could have been portrayed a lot better. Moveset-wise and design-wise, he was pretty cool. But minus that, I will say, though, I didn't care. The bench was a really weird weapon for him. Fun weapon, but really weird weapon. So, yeah, it was just a dude that didn't really have much drive. He just was like, I'm just kind of done with it, dude. I'm over it. I'll give him a D. I know a lot of you just said dumpster fire, F, uninteresting, but I'll give him a D. Just because his design and movesets were pretty good. I don't think his character was debatable. I don't think it was the worst thing I've seen in a Dynasty Warriors game. I think there's way worse written characters. But also, I'll give him a D. I'll give him a D for me personally. Because I don't hate the character, but I don't find him interesting in the slightest. A D for me. No. All right, I feel like this one's going to be very different from what we just experienced. Jinxai, everybody. We're almost done with Shu. We'll try to pick up the pace a little bit more. But we're not going to, like, speedrun it, but we're going to try to pick up the pace a little bit more. And again, if you're someone who's watching this now or watching this later and you have not done so yet, hit that like button because if we get 50 likes on this, we will rank every single Dynasty Warriors game that's on a tier list from, I think there was a tier list that had from, like, the first game. But if we get 50 likes, we'll be sure to do that. Ooh, lots of A's. Lots of A's for them. Nice. Lots of A's and a couple B's here and there. Some S's too. I will say this to be completely 100% honest. She is her back must be broken from having to carry Liu Shan's freaking on her back all the time with training, discipline, and everything. Her back must be hurting pretty bad. Design-wise, I think she's not had a really bad design at all. I think her designs are great. I was kind of disappointed that they got rid of the pitchfork. But honestly, the sword and shield is surprisingly a very, very good fit for her. I am going to say... I guess she does show some thigh action as well. Fair enough. I'll give her an A. I think she's actually one of those characters I play the most with. I'll put her next to Zheng Wei. I know we're pushing back Ma Chao and Yue Ying, but that's all right. I mean, they're still in A tier, so they're still pretty fun. Look who her father is. Yeah, if you look at the father and then look how she became, it's like, damn. All right, let's move on. We pretty much got that already. Pretty much good. All right, Zhuge Liang, we got 2 more Shu people. Let me see those. I'm expecting this one to be pretty nice. And the last one I was memeing. I'm doing this without any memeing whatsoever. Just give your things, and I'm curious to see what y'all say. Because I think my answer might shock some of you. If you know me. You think you know me. Ooh, lots of A pluses. All right. I'm guessing some of you are saying A based off the fact that I'm not going to put another S person on there. Because again, we're only doing 3 per. Which is perfectly fine. A K tier for your boy, Kong Ming. I like that. Also 13 away from 50. Pretty much only saying A because S is taken. All right, everybody, here we go. Memes aside from the last time we did a tier list. He is going to go in A tier. And I'll probably actually put him at least in front of Yue Ying. Here's my reason. Let's be real. The guy who pulled all the strings to make the 3 kingdoms possible. And let's just go through his designs. Great. They were pretty much, majority of them pretty much were all great. I'm also really glad he got the hat back. The hat in 9, I love it. I love the hat. The hat is a really good selling point there. But most consistent as well with the weapon. I think he's one of the very few, I think like Zhao Yun, that has not changed his weapon pretty much at all. I think with Guan Yu, I'm pretty sure there's a decent amount of people who haven't changed their weapon pretty much at all. The 9 design is goated, 100%. I love his. I know it's also. I don't know how people feel. DDB3's design's really goated. Let's be real. This guy was an absolute mastermind. He was. I mean, he was the sleeping dragon. That's a hell of a nickname right then and there. His moveset-wise, he was always really fun to use. Design-wise, he always kicked ass. Character-wise, let's be honest, he's one of the most interesting characters in the Shoe Kingdom, if not the most. Let's be real. He's probably the most interesting. So, for some of you, you were probably shocked because I think I saw one of you say, "Oh no," because you probably thought I was going to put him really low. But no, he's memes aside from when I did the last one because I was a little unfair with the last one I did because we're being 100% very fair to this one. We're not memeing. I'm just going off based off the character itself, not being biased. He was interesting, and for my personal experience, he was an arch nemesis along with Sun Jian for me, but he was still really great overall. I like the guy. He's one of my favorites in the Shoe Kingdom, if I can be completely honest. There you go. Also, apparently, as well, I'll give him a couple extra points, because apparently Yue Ying historically wasn't actually that attractive at all. But the man didn't go for looks. What a Chad. Let's move on, though. All right. I think I see where this one's going to go. Give me your Zotsang, people. He should be arrested for his troll. Yeah, he did. He was also a huge troll. All right, Zotsang, everybody. On this day, I see clearly. Everything's come to light. And a broken dream. I will leave it all behind. Sorry, my throat's a little scratchy, so I can't sing that well today. He's a Guan Ping light. Hey, that's disrespectful to Guan Ping. Yeah, this is pretty unanimous. I'm feeling the same way, too. He was going to go there regardless. A D+. That's pretty nice. No Guan Yu fanboys allowed. All right, yeah. It's pretty unanimous. I'm feeling this way, too. He was either going to go F or who for me. His whole selling point is that he's just a humongous Guan Yu fanboy. And I think his portrayal in Warriors All-Stars wasn't that bad because, I guess, because Guan Yu wasn't actually there. He felt, in my personal opinion, in Warriors All-Stars, he felt, and we're just going to stick mostly to Dynasty Warriors, but I just wanted to say this at least. Jingsai is not single, no. I think she married Liu Shan. I think they actually mentioned it when I played through Dynasty Warriors 7 that she ended up marrying Liu Shan. I don't know if any shoe girls are single. The only one I don't know about is Yin Ping, but someone can probably answer that one. I don't remember too much about his weapon, but yeah, his character is just one of those things. He's basically like the male Bao Sun Yang, in my personal opinion, in terms of personality, or at least in terms of like, yeah, I'd probably say personality, because like he's really just like, he really is just a fanboy, where Bao Sun Yang was a fangirl for Guan So. It's just, they're just fanboy and girling over the Guan clan. That's pretty much it. But yeah, in Warriors All-Stars, like I kind of liked it because like it felt like the Yukimura and Sasuke vibes. Like with Sasuke from at least Sengoku Basara, where like he was always calling Zhao Yun boss and stuff. I like that. That was a pretty nice portrayal. But again, we're going off of Dynasty Warriors specifically. So, Yin Ping is single. I've been staring at people's girls all this time. Yeah, yeah, you have. You absolutely have. All right, everybody, we officially finished Shu. Let's keep this going. Let's keep it rolling. Next up, we got Wu. Again, we're trying, or Ooh, whatever you want to call them. I know they're called in Dynasty Warriors, and they're called Ooh, and then the rest of the games are called Wu. So, damn, D tier. Wow, that kind of hurt my soul a little bit. S+++, mark it down. Best girl, I will fight you for my bare hands. All right, before I go any further, give your thoughts as well. But let me know what tier she's in. But I'm gonna look at the rest of this roster just to be safe, because I think I have an idea of who won. I know one is obviously gonna be an S tier for me. I don't know about others. Oh, okay. I don't know, because like I don't really play with them that much, even though I call them like a spirit animal. So I don't know. I do play with her a lot. Her. Okay, I think I know who my S. One of them's debatable. Woo all in who? Damn. Disrespect. All right, I'm going to... let's be real. I know the Xiao sisters don't really go far enough aside from just being like, obviously they're sisters. Da Xiao's the older sister. Sha Xiao's the younger sister. Da Xiao's the more timid type. Xiao Xiao's the more outgoing type. Da Xiao obviously is the wife of Sun Ce. Xiao Xiao's the wife of Zhou Yu. One's a big sister kind of feel. The other one is a like little girly baby sister kind of feel. I am going to put Da Xiao based off of design, character, which character might hit her a little bit, character, and movesets. I'm going to put her, because I play with her a lot, I'm putting her in A. I am really, really on the fence of who the hell I'm putting in S for the third one, but I know at least 2 others I'm putting in S tier. But she goes A for me. I play with her so much. Her 9 design is by far the most goated design she's ever had. She actually looks like a proper older sister. She's honestly no offense to Xiao Xiao fans, but she is the better sister. Again, I think the paired fans are super enjoyable. I have such a fun time with it. I won't unsubscribe, Kappa. Oh yeah. I think that's a good one. I think it's a good fit. And she's had some pretty other good designs too. I think she's had some pretty other good ones. I'd say that one. Yeah, she's finally not a child in 9. I think that's one of the big reasons as well. She's really fun to use. I really like her. I've always found the pair fans to be a really fun moveset, which will probably be a good point up for Xiao Xiao as well. But I will give a spoiler. She's either going to be in D or C for me for Xiao Xiao. But yeah, I'd say A is a pretty fair one. All right, let's keep going. Keep the machine running, people. Let's go with Zhu Shang. Let's see your picks. What tier is Zhu Shang in? Is he an S? Is he an A? Is he a B, C, D, F, or who? Xiao Xiao straight up F tier. She is a pretty annoying character, I will be honest. Wow, really? I thought I was the only one who really felt this way. Okay, wow, that's a very unanimous who. Holy shit. Wow! Zhu Shang's hot, but what personality? Yikes. Yeah, that's a pretty unanimous one. Isn't this Zhuron? No. Zhuron's further down the list, if you were being serious. Yeah. I think his design's great. His moveset's really fun. Ooh, F tier, yikes. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't catch him to be that memorable to me. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'd probably agree and say who. I do feel kind of bad, but yeah, no, I'd say I think maybe as the games go on, he'll maybe be able to get more screen time and more love for the series. Granted, he is a Wu character, so maybe not. But I gotta say who. Yeah, no, I'm kind of the same way. Yeah, I wouldn't recognize with his clothes if you catch my drift. Yeah, no, I gotcha. Yeah, no, I'd probably say that. Yeah, it sucks. So I think him, Chengpu, and Han Dong were my 3 most wanted for Wu characters, but I forget that Zhu Shang's even there. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much yeah, that sucks. But all right, let's move on. All right, let's go with our boy Gan Ning. What y'all got for Gan Ning? This one's probably gonna be really nice. I can feel it. I'm gonna be honest. I miss the Sea Master, River Master, whatever the hell the sword was in the older games from, what was he in? 2 through 5? And then they changed up his weapon. Designs, he's had some misses too, but for the most part, he's pretty good. But yeah, I feel like he kind of fell off for me a little bit after 5. 6 was still pretty decent, but he felt more like some pirate assassin than an actual pirate. The designs got a little bit better. 7, I think, was his worst design. Sorry for anyone who did enjoy his 5 design or his 7 design. I think that was the most trash one. 8 was a little bit better of an improvement. 9 was a really good glow up as well, but his weapons really killed it for me. So, always loved the character though. I think he's a solid A. We're gonna be running out of people soon, and I don't know who to put in it. I think, you know what? No. I think I'll know who to put for S. I think A, solid A. Solid A. If we're going through the entirety of the series, we're giving him an A. A for sure. 100%. He has to be up there at least A or something. Has to be. Is it still showing the cursor even though I turned it off? What the hell? Oh, no, it wasn't. Never mind. I accidentally moved the cursor over too much. I'm just stupid. Don't mind me. I think A, yeah, A is a good one. All right. Let's keep it going. Han Dong. Now, while y'all are giving your picks for the tier of him, what tier is Han Dong going to be? I feel like for me personally, Han Dong, he was one of those characters that I was really, really looking forward to like having in the game, and I'm so glad he finally is a playable character. Him and Chung Pu were by far the most most happiest I was seeing someone turn into a playable character. But his moveset in 8 is trash, but I love him. Yeah, like moveset wise, don't care. Design wise, you can argue it's not great, or you do like it. It's honestly personal preference for that. I like him as a character, though. I don't really care much to play as him, but I do like him as a character. And part of me's like, I don't know, like, I feel like since he was like one of the most, I don't know if this is how he was historically, that he always wanted to try to stand out. You can correct me if I'm right or wrong, or if that was just a Koei Tecmo thing that they wanted to do. The thing that makes him always want to stand out, despite also being a veteran of the Wu army, just feels a little weird. So it makes me want to leave him at a C, because I'm not really super crazy about, like, I do love the comedic relief of him. I do wish that he didn't have to worry so much about being noticed, because, again, I feel like, and you can correct me again if I'm right or wrong, him and Chung Pu are by far one of the most requested people to be a playable character for Wu. So I'd say definitely a Koei thing. He definitely was a standout. He was a standout in the novel. So yeah, I don't know why they did. I don't know why they disrespected him like that. Then that's kind of weird. I'd probably, yeah. I'm gonna say. You know what? I know who my other S tier is gonna be though. It just popped in my brain. I'll leave him at a C. I think it's fair. Our first C tier character for Wu. I think it's all right. Yeah, I don't know why they sometimes Koei Tecmo writes the characters in certain ways that it just doesn't work. Like this guy, I think this should be somebody who like people always try to like look for advice, not be like, oh shit, my bad, I didn't even notice you were there. You've been here like one of the longest people around, but hey, sorry, I forgot you were here. Like, what? Come on now, redo Han Dong, redo him. I don't mind if they want to change up his design too, fine. Again, it's personal preference if you like the design or not. I don't really mind it. It still feels like a pretty okay design at best to me. But just make him not the way he was in the other games. I was just like, bro, what is this? Give him some respect. I believe at one point the man led the Wu Navy. Wow, so they just kind of trashed him. Yeah, I didn't play with him too much. Didn't really vibe with the character. I did like it at times where he was like has his comedic parts, but like I'm putting it at C because he deserves better. All right, everybody, let's move on. Let's go. Let's see. Huang Gai. Huang Gai, people. What do we got? What do we got for Huang Gai? Big old long-term veteran character of Dynasty Warriors and Wu, of course, as well. What do we got for him? What do we got? And while y'all are doing it, of course, as usual, I'm going to give my thoughts. I'd probably put him at least B or higher. The reason why is because I think from his movesets from DW3 and onward, from DB3 through 5, I think. Yeah, DB3 through 5. I don't know if he was in the second game, so I apologize if I'm incorrect about that, but I think he was generic in 2. But from Dynasty Warriors 3 through 5, greatest moveset that he ever had. The clubs really hurt him for me, my personal opinion, because again, y'all know me, I hate the clubs. So sorry about that. But design-wise, he always looked like a grizzled up badass. I loved it. And he was just, I don't know, he always seemed like the serious but also light-hearted veteran of the team. And I just really loved him. And again, he was one of the very first characters I ever played with, so I'm being a little biased about it. But he was the very first, because again, I got introduced to the series in Dynasty Warriors 3 through the Jam Pack. And again, the 3 characters were Zhao Yun, Zenji, and Huang Gai. Huang Gai was super fun to play with at the time. He was my favorite to play with when I was a kid. So he's going to go to the B tier. He's going to go to B tier. Long-standing character that I really loved. He was one of my introductions to the series. I really enjoyed it. Oh, it's true. He did have an arm. He did have the arm blade as well. The little arm blade bow or whatever the hell. That's true. All right. Yeah, that's a fair one. That's a fair one. That was a pretty all right weapon, I guess. One guy can fold me. Go same? Yeah, I'd say a B, but could easily be an A. But we're gonna leave. We'll say a B plus. He's actually our first character at B, so I don't need to move him. But yeah, the mace and shield thing that he had that looked like just a goddamn lantern was really dope. I'd say I give him a B for his old movesets. But a B, but give him like a really good thing for his designs and his character overall. Really good. All right, everybody, let's see how this one's gonna go. Lian Shi. Where is everyone putting Lian Shi on the wheel? Oh, whoever did that, thank you for the hearts on the chat. I don't know what that thing is, but I appreciate you. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. Design-wise, through every single game she's been in, fabulous. I think it's actually A plus or S at least. Moveset, I actually did not start liking her until 8, or I think it was 8 Empires, where she got rid of the crossbow. Personally, crossbow, I have moments where I find it fun, other moments where I find it kind of boring. So she eats her O tier at double D. Haha. Yeah, I'd say 8 moveset was good with the Mandarin duck hooks. So I'm gonna probably go ahead and just say I'm gonna give her A. She really became really more and more fun as time went on. I really like her character. I mean, she's, you know, wifey, motherly, I guess, kind of way with Sun Xuan. So, and she's also that way with Sun Shang, not wifey, but like, you know, kind of like bodyguardish, motherly kind of feel with her and everything. There's a lot of Wu characters. Holy crap. But yeah, I'd probably say that. She's an A. She's an A for sure. I don't think I'll move her on the A list, but she's definitely an A, I'll say. All right, well, that's all we can really say about it. Let's go move on to Lu Xun. Oh, we still have not put any S tier characters. I think I know. Oh god, gets his own twink tier. Oh my god. All right, leave your things. Lu Xun was always a personal favorite of mine. I actually completely forgot for a split second about him. That's really disappointing. But I think he's either going in S or A. He was one of my most played characters in Dynasty Warriors, and one of my all-time favorite Wu characters. He was brilliant as well for his young age. Didn't he also marry into the Sun family with Sun Tzu's daughter? I think it was, or Sun Xuan's. I can't remember which one it was. Oh shit! When I first heard this song, I thought it was a Warriors Odachi 3 song. It sounds like something you'd hear in Warriors Odachi 3, but as you hear it more and more, it's like, oh, it's Dynasty Warriors. Okay. Sun Tzu's daughter? Okay. It was a man who outsmarted Zhuge Liang. Pretty much led Liu Bei to die, which is kind of funny when you think about it. Design-wise, I'm going to be saying real quick. Design-wise for him, 3 was not the greatest look. 4 was a goated look. 5 was good too. 6 I did like, even though I kind of missed the hat. 7, again, missed the hat, but still pretty good design. 8 was a good design. I don't think he still had a hat. 9, though, I think it's his best design. Next to 4 for me. I do play with him a lot. I love his moveset so much. His character's pretty cool, too. He did have a really good shining moment at his age, just beating Zhuge Liang and Liu Bei. Ah, he's S. He's S. 100%. He's S. Yeah, the 8 design's really good. There we go. It's locked in. He's an S. He's an S for me. 100% an S. I love Lu Xun. Always have, always will. Even though he ended up getting just the regular dual swords later on down the line, I still love him. I still love him. All right, everybody, let's move on. Let's do Lu Su, another part of the Lu clan. What is Lu Su going to be for all of you? I can probably tell you he's probably going to be a C or a D for me. Yeah, I broke and made him an S, yeah. I'd probably, to be fair, maybe give him a C. He had some pretty fun movesets. His moveset's really good. Character-wise, whatever, was still really happy to see him as a playable character. Because it was nice to see another strategist who actually looked like a strategist. No offense, Lu Meng. Don't get me wrong, I also love Lu Meng too, but don't worry. His Reiko's funny. Yeah. A? Okay, that's fair. Underrated character. Yeah, I'd say he's pretty underrated, yeah. I think it's pretty unanimous that I'll probably say C as well. I think C's alright. I'll actually put him above Hundong because I've played with Lusu more. If it'll let me. There we go. Alright. I'll give him a solid C. A solid C. Oh yeah, it's gonna take a hot minute because this is Dynasty Warriors not. Hey, we only have 2 rows left though. We're making good progress. But we're also stopping and chatting a couple times just to figure out stuff. So, you know. Yeah, I mean, I can't really say too much about him. I mean, he was that guy who always wanted peace with Shu and Wu. And, my fucking god, that's loud. And, pretty alright character. Yeah, go ahead and give your Lumong. Give your Lumongs what y'all gotta say. I think I know where I'm gonna put him. I want to hear y'all's thoughts. Also, while you're all giving your thoughts, I'm gonna give, myself a little cookie because I'm a little hungry because I haven't eaten today. I'll eat something proper later, don't worry, so don't yell at me, please. The DILF! I guess it's true, he's pretty DILF, yeah. Thought my nose was bleeding for a second. Meow, meow. We're getting a lot of A's and B's. Back in the day, he was like one of my most played characters. I really liked the Pike moveset in the older games and the new games too. Designs I really like too. I think the only design I wasn't super crazy about was the 6th one, where he just had like some like old man rags. But I'm gonna put him in A. I think it's really fun. To be honest, I'll move him up next to Ganning. Ganning for sure. I'll move him up next to Ganning. I think he deserves that solid A. Finishing off Guan Yu, of course, was the biggest thing there. Design-wise, again, -6 in my personal opinion. I think he had great designs. Moveset, I mean, he was pretty consistent. I think he had the Pike every single game, so good for him on that. I think all in all, and a very likable personality. I think it only got better when people like Gan Ning and Ling Tong ended up joining the picture, and then they end up having that bro relationship, and like Lumong kind of just being like the older guy, which is funny. Isn't Gan Ning actually like historically older than Lumong, if I'm not mistaken? Correct me if I'm wrong. I could have sworn people said that Gan Ning was the older guy. Oh, excuse me, sorry, I'm still eating the cookie. And if you wish, you can also give a Ling Tong as well. What category would you put Ling Tong in? Damn. You cannot convince me otherwise. Double S. Of the nunchucks, the personality in the designs. Yeah, they're really good. Woo, there's a lot here. Ooh, an A++. All right, let me look at the remaining characters. Excuse me, wow. You know what? I gotta stay loyal to the boy. I'm putting him in an S. I'm putting him in an S. Really cool movesets. Love the relationship that him and Gan Ning end up having. As time goes on, I think that's really cool. His story is really great. I love it. Having to work alongside the guy that killed your dad and eventually end up having like more of a friend relationship with him, really awesome. And of course, stuff with him, Lumong, and Gan Ning, like I mentioned earlier, really great. Really always loved playing with him, whether he had the tri-staff, whether he had the nunchucks. Always amazing. Really loved it. Always had a blast with him. And he's kind of a spirit animal in a way, too, with his attitude and everything, too, which kind of stands out a little bit as well. All right, so that's our second S tier. We only have one more left, and I'm pretty sure all of you kind of know where that one's gonna go. So yeah, we'll leave with that. All right, here we go. Next one, Xiao Xiao. Let's go. Let's see what y'all got. What do y'all got for me? What is Xiao Xiao? Damn. Z? Jesus. Wow, this is a super unanimous D. Holy crap. She is super D-tiered right now. Wow. Wow. All right, well, that's pretty unanimous. I don't think we really even need to go that far into it. We pretty much already talked about her as well. Kind of an annoying character. Fun moveset as well, next to her sister, though, because they, for the most part, usually share the same weapon. Her 9 design's great, though. Her 9 design and 3 design are my personal favorites of hers. 5's not too bad, either. Yeah, her moveset's really fun, though. I gotta admit. I'll give her a D just because... Wait, that didn't sound right. I'll give her the D tier because... because of her moveset. Alright, y'all not gonna freaking hit me with that, alright? You ain't do it! No! 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 No, that's not what I meant! Gamavar, you really fucking hit me there, Jesus. I meant the D tier! The D tier! D tier! No, no FBI! Not what I meant! That's not what I meant! Y'all know it! No, we are not doing... Excuse me? We're giving out free what? No! What the... What? Okay, moving on. Anyway, Zhoutai, everybody. What do you say? Let's go. What is Zhoutai, baby? It's probably going to be like S, A's, and only that. Probably like quadruple. I call it a quadruple A. Let's go. Yeah, 100. Yeah, saw this coming a mile away. You're a... Yeah. Wow, someone gave an F. Wow. All right. Easy S, A, S, B. Yeah, nothing was going to... Barely anything was going to go a freaking... Majority, of course, was never going to go above an A. Or below an A, I mean. It's true, there is never a dull moment with them. That's very, very true. I wish I could cheat and give 4 characters my... Give them the S tier. I wish I could cheat, but again, I'm trying to be as, like, fair to this as possible. But Zhoutai is definitely probably... if anything, for me, yes, I agree. I do believe he should be an S tier. I do believe he should be an A+++ tier. In terms of his personality, he's a cool dude. Obviously, he doesn't have much like emotion going for him. I'm gonna put him at the biggest A for Wu. So he's number 1 basically in the A+++ tier, basically for me. Because there's still another character that just beats him, But I will agree that he should be also an S tier character, 100%, 100%. Moveset, I mean, you can't go wrong with the sheath sword and everything. 100%, one of the greatest movesets ever. Always looks like a badass. Most of his designs are pretty good, too. His 5-1 and his... There was another one I wasn't really crazy about. I don't remember which one it was. I really liked his 4th one. I liked his design for 4, 6. I actually did like a lot. Just the weapon itself wasn't that great. I don't remember what 7 was, and that's probably the reason why. 8 was good. I think it was 4, 6, 8, and 9 that had, like, my favorite designs of his. Oh, yeah, the face guard with the alternate outfit in 4 was great, too. Yeah, that was a goated outfit. I mean, again, the moveset, it's pretty, for the most part, aside from 6, it was consistent with the sheathed sword, or curved sword, whatever you want to call it. Overall, just a cool dude in general. Love it. Love him a lot. Really great. Plays him quite a bit as well, and the weapon itself as well. Yeah, he's at least an A+++ tier, for sure. All right, let's give Zhou Yu, everybody. What do you got for Zhou Yu? One with the feathers. I don't remember which game, though. Yeah, I don't either. Wow, I was eating. Give me your Zhou Yus, everybody. Yeah. Yep, saw this coming a mile away as well, yeah. S's and A's, yep, has to be. Didn't care for the DDB. You didn't care for the Elder Sword moveset. Wow. That was like my favorite version of Zhou Yu. Alright, this one's going to be pretty... I'll put him right next to Zhoutai. And here's why. To be honest, aside from his Dynasty Warrior 7 design, I don't know what the hell was happening there with his Dynasty Warrior 7 design. Every design is great. The Elder Sword moveset, fantastic. I do miss the Elder Sword, and I'm a little upset with... I don't hate the staff, though. The staff was at least a pretty good substitute because it was still good. And his newer designs fit the staff more than the Elder Sword would. So, character, I mean, yeah, character-wise, obviously he was like one of the most brilliant people of Wu, of course. Very faithful to Sun Tzu, Sun Quan, and everything too. Really great. Obviously, one of the biggest thing for him, of course, as well, was Cherbi, helping out Zhuge Liang to make the fire attack against Wu's navy be a thing. Also, we didn't bring that up for Huang Gai. Of course, Huang Gai was also famous for that too. But the two people who put the plans into place and everything. So yeah, Zhou Yu, I mean, moveset, designs, character, story, great. You love him. You gotta love Zhou Yu. He's great. All right, next one. Let's do Zhu Rong. What are you ranking Zhu Rong at, people? What do we got? What do we got for Zhu Rong? Damn, we getting some who's? Really? Damn. I guess I can kind of see that, honestly. Really? There's a lot of who's in Whoville at the moment. Damn. A one-night stand? Damn. I completely thought someone else was him earlier. Wow. Wow, I'm surprised to see how many low things there are for him. So hear me out. Hear me out real quick. Zhuron or Zhu Rong? I don't know if that was a joke or not. Really, you think DB9 ruined him? I think DB9 was his best moveset and his best design. I hated the bow. I'm actually more happy that they used the bow as like his Musos instead, because it's like, that was the kind of gripe I had for archers in the other games too, like Huang Zhong, Sun Shang, Xiahou Yuan and everything, Lan Shi and everyone too. I feel like you're in a war. You gotta need something to be close ranged with. Like, let's be realistic here real fast. Someone's right up on your face. What are you gonna do? Shoot them in the head? You're not gonna have it. You're gonna have to do all this prep, get an arrow out, pull the arrow, like cock it back, and then actually shoot them. Let's be real. Is that really gonna work out for you in a close quarters thing? I don't understand why it's a 3-section staff. Honestly, I would have. I maybe would have given that to Ling Tong. Guan Ping or Guan Su could still have the nunchucks. And honestly, the staff would have been... It was still a good fit for Zhu Rong, in my personal opinion. They do change up the gameplay. Don't get me wrong. I'm just going this off of like a first world problem type thing. Or like, all right, how the hell are they going to be able to beat somebody super close up to them if they have to do all that and then, like, realistically, they're dead? But yeah, for me personally, like, moveset-wise and design-wise from Dynasty Warriors 8, I don't really like it at all. 9 at least gave it something there, so I'm going to give him at least D tier. I at least like them in Dynasty Warriors 9 with his design, I liked him with his moveset. I liked the fact that they used the bow for his Muso instead of just an actual weapon. Enters back up and shoot. Hey, I mean, let's be realistic, though. That guy won't let you do it. That guy might grab you, and then you ain't going to be able to back away if someone's grabbing you and then just stabbing you. Just saying. Yes. You could do an Ina route where you make it a blade bow. That'd be pretty cool. Technically, they did do that with Long Zhong's DLC weapon in 9, if I remember correctly. Also, just want to say again, thank you very much for everyone who's tuning in today. Really appreciate it. It's been a really fun stream so far. I'm glad that we're at least being able to stream it today. All right, let's do it. Let's just move on. We pretty much got what we need to say about Zhuron. He's the fire attack arsonist boy alongside Lu Xun. Moving on. I'm pretty sure there's more big diehard Zhuron fans who can give me more of a reason of why he's a better character, but I'm going off of what I've experienced with him, which hasn't been much, I will admit. But let's go. Let's see what Sun Jian's gonna be. What do we got? I'm gonna just go ahead and say right off the bat, he's gonna go right past them and be an A tier. A tier for me. 100% A tier. Awesome as a father figure. Awesome as a character, like story-wise. Really upset that he is very short-lived. Damn, you did not have to say Boulder, so you did not have to do my boy like that. My greatest nemesis in Dynasty Warriors, period. In any universe, even in Wolong and everything. Biggest enemy. But he's such an awesome, kick-ass dude. Moveset-wise, I don't think he's had a bad moveset, personally, in my personal opinion. Design-wise, maybe you can argue, maybe here and there, maybe not so much. His 6 design probably was one of my least favorite, or maybe it was 7. It was one of the two. You hate his 9 DLC weapon. I think it's pretty good. I don't think it's better than the base Po Dao moveset, but it's still pretty good. Yeah, the 9 Ring Blade is really, really good. As soon as I saw it, I was like, am I going to enjoy this? And I played, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Honestly, in terms of the longevity, I might just put him here next in front of Zhou Tai, because I just play with him the most in terms of the others. So I'd probably do that at least, just to be fair to him. Again, I know he's very short-lived, but I still play with him a lot. They even allowed him to have like a hypothetical story in 5 where he lived through a lot of this stuff. Granted, he was just an added unit to it, but it was still pretty cool if you played as him. And he would become the commander instead of like Sun Xuan or Sun Ce. Really cool. Not to mention, he also, in Dynasty Warriors 4, he got to live through like pretty much the entirety of it until the final battle, which was also really dope. So happy. Why is Peng Tong a B tier? Mostly just because he's a very short-lived character. Character-wise, he's great. Moveset-wise, he's pretty good, which is one of the reasons why he's at B tier as well. But, no, I mean, he's a lovable character. All right, everybody, let's go to Sun Quan next. What do we got for Sun Quan? Calling on Sun Quan people. Sun Quan fans. Maybe Sun Quan haters. What are you putting Sun Quan at? I feel like people are gonna try to compare him to, like, Sun Ce and Sun Jian, which is 100% fair, honestly. Ain't no way someone's saying... How are you saying Sun Quan's a who? He ain't no who down in Whoville, all right? This is pretty fair, honestly. B, C, yeah. A lot of C's. No way this man a who down in Whoville, all right? Don't say it. Really, a simple weapon in 8? Didn't he have the oh, right, he did. He didn't get the Flame Blade until 8 Empires, right? Oh, did I forget to list him in the rulers? Oh, okay, never mind. You caught me then. Damn, that's my bad. Shit. Never mind. I'd say S, but that's because of his wife. Damn. Yeah, he is a lucky dude. Yeah, I think it's pretty fair to say he's a C. I didn't vibe with him as much as I did with like Sun Ce and Sun Jian as a ruler. Character-wise, it's the same thing. I mean, like, I said the whole thing with comparison, but to be fair, that's like a good way to like do it, because there were technically 3 rulers that we had playable for Wu. Obviously, they just went down the list of the family. But yeah, no, he's a C. Moveset-wise, he's all right. In a lot of the older games, he was just the same kind of broadsword user with a couple different moves. Design-wise, honestly, I feel like they got better after 5. 5 was a pretty good one, too. Didn't really care too much with his designs. Character-wise, sure, he got some improvement out of it and everything, but it's all right. He's all right. I don't hate him. I don't hate him at all, but I don't think he's like the... If we're comparing all of them, he's not the best. All right, everybody, give me your Sun Tzu. Give me your Sun Tzus. Your in-depth analysis of each character, of these characters nuts. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I ended up having to fix my fucking car, which kind of sucked. But thankfully we got it done early today. We did it all day yesterday and didn't get it done. And then ended up finally getting it working today. So I'm on a high right now. A high of obviously just getting stuff done. Also, just so y'all are fully aware, he's the last S tier. He's the last one. He's S tier 100%. Tonfa moveset is goated. I play with it still to this day with every other game. Design-wise, I think the only design I'm not crazy about is his 6 design. Character-wise, come on, he's like the most lovable character in WoW, personally. He's by far the most lovable for me, at least. I love Sun Tzu to death. Great ruler. It's just, unfortunately, he got his life cut down too soon. Sucks, it is what it is. But yeah, Tonfa movesets, by far were great. He was even pretty fun in 6 with his spear moveset, but obviously the Tonfas are great. But yeah, no. I think his Dynasty Warriors 5 design for me, though, is his best one. Or at least my personal favorite, I'll say. I won't say best, but it's my personal favorite. But yeah, no. I love Sun Tzu since the first time I played with him. I love Sun Tzu so much. Super great character, super fun to play with, great designs for the most part, all in all. He's great. He's great. Honestly, like, even if we look outside of just, like... I think, honestly, all the designs were pretty good, but I feel like the design 6 didn't so much suit Sun Tzu. But it was still a great design. Oh, Gomervar, I already beat you to it. I already said I like the moveset. I dig it. I dig it. Hey, he also returned to the hypothetical route for DWA, yeah, where they had the whole family together. They still wanted Sun Quan to be the ruler, but they should have just went the way they did with Sima Shur and make it to where he was the ruler instead of Sun Quan, but it is what it is. I know. I want the Tonfas back too. All right, everybody. SSX Tricky, Sun Sheng, what do you got for her? What do you got? We're almost done, people. We're almost done. We're getting close. Let's keep the train rolling. Let's do it. Let's do it. What do y'all got? What do y'all got? What do y'all got? Yep, this was a long-time character. Really awesome with her designs, her movesets, and everything. This isn't shocking me in the slightest since y'all are saying, like, A and above. Seeing some Bs, but that's alright. Love the moveset, but her personality turned me off a bit as they made her a Liu Bei simp. Understandable. 100%. A, but Liu Bei dragged her down to a B. No, yeah, no, those are completely understandable gripes, to be completely honest with you. 100%. I completely understand why all of you feel that way. Those of you who are saying that. But for me personally, she's gonna go up here. Probably, she actually I think was my most played Wu character of all time. So I'm gonna leave her up there. She longevity wise for me, she was still to this day one of my most played Wu characters. Her designs for the most part are really great. I know the 6th one can be a little bit polarizing, but I personally love it. But my favorite one from her, I think, is actually 9. I think 9 is her best design for me. 8's really great too. 6 is probably number 3 at this point for me. Probably it's 2 or 3. It's one of the two. But I love. I think this one. I think 9 was a really, really great one. Obviously, I think she had the bow and only 6, but I think in every other game she had the hoops, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, I know the Liu Bei simping thing really kind of dropped her down a little bit, and I completely understand that. But in terms of me just playing with her throughout all the years, I have to say that she's easily an A for me. She's my most played character in WoW. Yeah, no, she definitely is, yeah. I was like trying to think, I was like, are they the most playable one? But like all around throughout the entirety of the series, aside from just recently, all through the series, she's my most played. I just, as soon as I look at the character, I'm like, oh wait, no, this one's my most played. And I look at another, I'm like, oh wait, no, yeah, that one definitely actually was most played. That's my fault. But yeah. Yeah, by far, yeah. I understand the gripes with her. And all that, but yeah, I'd probably have to say that she is definitely by far one of my most favorite Wu characters of all time. All right, everybody, let's go Taishi Tzu. Taishi Tzu. What do we got for Taishi Tzu? What are you gonna put this big old armored twin rod man at? What is he going to be for each and every one of you today? Weirdly enough, this just based off of what I'm seeing right now, yeah, this is kind of what I expected to see. I'm seeing a lot of like C's and B's, yeah. I'm gonna put him at a C for me personally. never really got like super attached to him in any way, shape, or form. His moveset's really fun. Didn't really care much about him, like, character-wise or anything. I think some of his designs are really good. Some of his designs are pretty whack, to be completely honest. But I don't think he really ever let down with movesets-wise. So, yeah, I'd say T is a pretty acceptable one. So I'd probably say, yeah, he's a C for me. Again, these are the guys who were kind of just like, whatever. I'm like, whatever about. Enjoyed DB3 cutscenes where Zhang Liao killed him. Yeah, that did happen. All right, everybody, let's go on to the next one. Let's just keep it going. We're almost done with Wu. We got 2 more. Let's see. Excuse me, Ding Fong. I was going to say Dong Fong. God damn it. Ding Fong, everybody. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do I have left? Ba-da-da-bum. Alright, I'm just eating. Try not to starve myself. Seeing a lot of C's and D's. Oh yeah, he did have just another person called Ding Fong. I'm guessing that was his brother, huh? All right, for me personally, I'll put him at a C. And here's why. So, design-wise, the first design I ever saw of him, I hated right off the bat. I thought it looked hideous. I did not like it in the slightest. I think it was one of the worst designs I've ever seen in a Dynasty Warriors game. But the glove moveset by far was one of the most entertaining movesets I've ever played with in a Musou game. Being able to grab people, do all these other crazy moves with it was just super fun. Really enjoyed it a lot. I know they ended up giving him the ringed hoop in 8, which I was kind of like whatever about. It wasn't a terrible moveset by any means, but it still was just like kind of weird that they just got rid of it. And then, of course, they brought it back in 9. The glove moveset in 9 is actually surprisingly really fun, and I think the designs from 8 and 9 are way better than a 7 design. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely say that he is based off his glove moveset and based off of his designs from 8 and 9, I'd say he is at least a C tier. I'm kind of whatever about him, but that's fine. All right, everybody, let's move on. One of the long-awaited characters that were generic that became a playable character. What is Chung Poo gonna be at? Wow, look at the love. Wow, okay. I mean, should be. He is a long-awaited character that was supposed to be playable. So I understand that people are wanting this. And honestly, I feel like he had more screen time than even like Hundong or any of the other guys did. In terms of veterans. So here was the thing that I was really contemplating about, for me. I was going to make him S. But in terms of, you know, throughout the entirety of the series, he was going to be, I think, the first Dynasty Warriors 9 character to be on the S tier. But he's not. But, I'm definitely putting him, might be a hot take, I'm going to put him above Zhou Yu right there. One of the best movesets in the game, one of the best designs in Dynasty Warriors 9. Very, very excited at the fact that he finally became a playable character. They should have added him so many years ago. But, of course, I mean, better late than never. I know it was in Dynasty Warriors 9 where he finally made his debut. I know that can be a bit of bittersweet thing because it's Dynasty Warriors 9, but I think design-wise he was great. His attitude, personality, and everything is fantastic. I really don't have any complaints over this character. Just at the fact that it took too long for him to be in the game as a playable character. So you know what? That's well deserved. I love it. I love that we finally got Chung-Poo in here, so... yeah, no, I'm also glad they didn't make him look young or anything either. I think the design he has is perfect. They should not change it in any way, shape, or form. All right, wait a minute. What? Why is Wen Young over here when there's still plenty of other people? Hang on, let's move Wen Young over on the list. This is a little out of order, I just noticed. What the fuck is this list? What happened over here at the end? I was moving them all over here, all the Jin characters. Doesn't have to be in any specific order. Move you there. There, I guess, and then move you up one. I think we're good now. If not, I'll change it later. All right, here we go. Let's move on to other finally. Dong Tuna. Sorry, the child in me came out. All right, everybody, let's do it. Chen Gong, right? Chen Gong? Yeah, Chen Gong. My personal opinion, a great addition. I think he did really great as the kind of strategist that you would see. Really? So many who's and hates. Damn. I think it was personally, I think it was a great addition for Lubu's army. I mean, he was a strategist for it, and I think honestly, the design, the 8 9 design, I think were really good in my personal opinion. The scroll, yeah, you could probably argue it wasn't the best thing in the world. I think the chain sickle is actually pretty good for his kind of personality, though. A dude with a lot of ambition and a dude who just tried to, like, you know, tame a beast and try to make him go the way he wanted him to become the best strategist, while Lubu could be the best warlord, but unfortunately Lubu just wasn't listening and all that stuff. But I think he was really cool. I think it was a really cool addition. I think he had one of the best hypothetical scenarios in both 8 and 9 with Lubu. I think all around, he's a really, really cool character. Pretty fun character to use. I'm going to at least put him in, I'll put him in B, because I don't play with him too often, but I will at least put him in B. I'm going to at least do that. I think that's at least a fair assessment right there. Yeah, I think he was pretty good. Yeah, Gao Sheng should definitely be a playable character, or at least a UNPC or something soon. All right, everybody. It is the will of the heavens. What are we putting Zheng Jiao in? What are we putting the yellow turban leader in? The yellow heaven! The spam of S's. Wow. So many lovable... Zheng Jiao's so lovable. How could one such as you hope to stand against me? No, Sun Sheng Sheng is not my waifu. She is not my waifu. We don't even have a female character up there, do we? We do not. Actually, I don't even know who would my waifu be in this game anymore. I guess it would be Wang Yi. Feel the power of my magic. Let's be real. He had a really fun... I personally, like, as time went on, I really do enjoy his moveset. His designs were just so out there. It was so good. I know he's basically, at this point, your tutorial boss and everything, but he's got to at least be an A. At least. At least. I think it's just the fact, because obviously, if you look at history, it makes sense, but, like, he's just so short-lived. And they only started... And, like... I think Dynasty Warriors 4 was the only one that actually made it to where he had, like, I think 4 and 5 were the only ones that actually had him with more stages that you would fight against him in. So we'll at least give him an A. He's like an A, an A plus for sure. This next one's probably gonna bring a lot of hate, but let me just double check and make sure real quick. Okay, I have my S's. Okay, we're good. All right, everybody, give me your Tong Bai take. Here we go. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm gonna get backlash for this one. I can feel it. Go ahead. Because I know what everyone's gonna do. I already know what it's gonna be. Yep. This is what I expected. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. I saw this one coming. I saw it coming. Yeah, I saw this one coming. I am gonna probably get a lot of hate for this one coming up. I can feel it. Ayani, there's no goddamn way you actually think it's a triple S. There's no goddamn way. There's no way. There's no way. I refuse to believe that. Alright. Here we go. I'm gonna get backlash for this. She's not an S. She was originally, but I was memeing, but she's not an S anymore. But I still do like the character. I still use her heavily in 9 Empires whenever I do use her. I'm sorry. I'm putting her in A. I'm not memeing. I'm putting her in A. I am not. No, I'm kidding. I'll put her at least a B. But to be fair to her, real quick, opinions attack him, chat. No, she actually goes to a B though, but she will go above Shengong at least, because I do actually use her quite a bit. I'm not even trying to lie. It's so faithless loss. Just end this. All right. Just listen to me real quick. I'm not gonna say hear me out because I know that's a really not meme I don't want to be put on with Dong Bai, so I'm not gonna say that. Just listen to me real quick. I think her design is really unique and really cool. I like the design of it a lot. You will listen. I do really love her design though. Her design is really cool. For some reason, I just really like the idea of like just a small version of Dongjua. And the thing about her that I do like, and they would obviously have to go hypothetical with this, obviously, or maybe just try to change some things up like they normally do with the stories of these Warriors games at this point. Maybe have it to where she actually has a certain vendetta against those that killed her grandfather. So, like, because the thing that I did really enjoy, I really enjoyed her story, and I did enjoy her hypothetical. The thing that killed me on it, though, was the fact, I don't know if they were trying to do it for, like, funny reasons, but I really liked the fact at first that she was trying to, like, get a revenge, build up an army, have everyone that was working under Dongjua work for her, managed to get Wu of all people to work under her as well. I was like, all right. And they probably could have at least made it to where, like, Lu Bu would be the final. Was Lu Bu the final fight? I don't remember who the final fight was. No, it wasn't. Lu Bu was not the final fight. Southside, I think, was the final fight against Zheng Liao because, I don't know, she had this, like, kind of like love crush or whatever on Zheng Liao, which was really weird. That was the whole reason she was basically doing this. In my personal opinion, they should have just built it up to where Lu Bu or something, Lu Bu, Lu Lingqi, somebody who was, like, under, like, doing that whole thing where they ended up trying to kill, and they did manage to kill Dongjua. She should have just been on some kind of like vengeance rampage where she should have just gone after everybody who basically was who went against her grandfather at Hulao Gate, and the people who actually did manage to kill her grandfather, Lu Bu, and all the other followers that he had. So, like, I think they should have done that, but instead they try to make it into, like, some, like, corny-ass story where she wanted her to be, where she wanted to just be with Zheng Liao. I was like, all right, sure. But for the most part, though, I did find her very entertaining as a character. I actually kind of like the moveset quite a bit, too. I like her Musos. They're really unique and cool, too. So, like, yeah, sorry. She's at least a B for me. Hey, if this was 3 years ago, I would have put her as an S for memes. And I at least did the A for the meme as well. But I'm at least putting a B because I did enjoy her. She actually had one of my most favorite hypothetical stories because it was just very entertaining at the time. But, yeah, that's honestly how I do feel. Yeah, no, to be fair, Zheng Liao is a badass, yeah. That sounds so wrong. I am not going to read back what you just said. No, everyone else who's saying she's a who, you're right. You're absolutely right, because I've already mentioned it earlier in the stream. I mentioned already that she should not be a playable character. At the very least, she should be in UNPC unless they actually make her more relevant to the story. Because at the moment, all she did was kind of pop up to fight Lu Bu every once in a while, and that was literally it. So I was just like, yeah, okay. You could have just been a UNPC, stayed as a UNPC. So I'm fine with that. All right, let's move on, though. I finally got that out of the way. I knew that was going to be the most toxic part of it. All right, let's go ahead and go to the next one. Let's go to Diao Chan. What do you all got to say about Diao Chan? I'm already going to put her where I know where she's going to be. She's an S tier for me. Sorry. S tier, 100%. She's S tier, 1000%. Has to be. There's no other way to go about it. Yeah, her 6. Honestly, a lot of her stories were really fun. Her playing in general was really good. I found her to be super fun. I love her character. I love the fact that she managed to get 2 of the most powerful people at the time. I'm not saying, like, strength-wise with Dong Zhuo, but, like, obviously he was, like, one of the most powerful people at the time, Dong Zhuo, and the most powerful warrior of all time, Lu Bu, go at each other's necks and actually managed to get Lu Bu to kill Dong Zhuo, which is what she set out to do. And then in the later games, she kind of just said, hey, I fucking see ya! But, yeah. I personally love her most with the Twin Maces. My favorite design of her is Dynasty Warriors 5's design. I love it to death. Twin Maces were one of my all-time favorite weapons to use in the older games as well. The whip is still pretty fun. It's alright. I guess it still kind of fits with her, like, manipulative, like, kind of character in the newer games and everything, too. So, like, I get it. I get that why they kind of did that and everything, but it's all in all, she's been one of my all-time favorite female characters in Dynasty Warriors, period. Ever. Ever. Ever, ever. I just realized someone's in the wrong spot. Get out of here. I guess we'll save her for last. I don't want to save her for last. We'll put her right there. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. She was always really cool. She was always a great character. She was basically the game changer with, like, having Dong Zhuo die to Lu Bu, and then eventually Lu Bu dying as well. Even if whether that was planned or not, I don't think it was. But regardless, he left eventually in the later games. She was with Lu Bu in the earlier games, but in the later games, she kind of just dipped on him after she accomplished what she wanted to do, and she was like, "Well, whatever happens to you, pal." And then that was pretty much it. All right, everybody, let's move on to Zhu Rong. Let's do it. See what y'all got about Zhu Rong. I'm expecting some good respect here for Zhu Rong, right? I'm expecting it. I'm expecting a lot of S's here for some reason, or A's and A pluses, or A++. Yep, there it is. There it is. I saw this coming. Let me look through this really quick. Just I know for sure what other person's going to be in S tier, so maybe this might be okay. Yeah, I think this is right. She should be an S tier. All right, here's my reason for the S tier. Let's be real. Great designs all in all. Her dynamic with her husband is probably one of the most funniest and also most wholesome things in the world. Very awesome, very well written. She's just an utter badass as well. She basically is the one that wears the pants of the relationship, I'm going to be honest with you. All in all, she's just like that big baddie, like, mommy. She's just the big bad dommy mommy. I wouldn't say dommy, but she's the big baddie mommy, is what I meant to say. Yeah, I'll say S tier as well. 100%. She's awesome. She's just great. She's an awesome, faithful wife. Puts her husband in her place, which is probably one of the best parts about the series. And their dynamic it's just too good to it's too good. It's way too good. 100%. All right, everybody, let's go on and move on to Dong Zhuo. What do y'all have to say about Dong Zhuo? Let's see. I'm trying to think. Moveset-wise, I enjoyed him in the earlier games. Didn't really care too much with the bombs. The bombs were pretty funny, though. I think he had a flail in one of them, too, and I think he had a club in 6. And they really made him gigantically obese in later games as well. This won't count towards it, but his voice acting work, at least, with... was it Richard Epcar, I think his name was fantastic. And the Japanese voice actor is really great, too. D for Dong. Yeah, I saw that one coming. D, C, S, C, A, D, D, B, B. Okay, that's pretty fair. Yeah, I mean, pretty self-explanatory for me. I'm going to put him at B. As a character, obviously, I mean, this is just the way he was, but as the way they wrote him as well. Very perfect villainous type of character for Dynasty Warriors. Loved it a lot. He is part of one of my all-time favorite battlefields as well, with Hulao Gate, with him being the commander of it. I do just love the fact, I mean, again, this is just how he was historically as well, but they still just wrote him really well to make him like a perfect, like, almost a really great representation of how he was in real life. With where just the with the gold women and wine or whatever the hell it was. With his land of paradise and everything, with his goal. Very ambitious man, of course. Very greedy, very evil, very much love that kind of thing. And again, I'm not putting this towards it, but in like honorable mention type thing, his voice acting characters, the people who voice acted him were fantastic with him. The 9 one was pretty okay too, but I definitely think Richard Epcar did the best with it. But all he wanted was a harem, yeah. But yeah, I think as a depiction of a villain, yeah, perfect. Perfect all around. Absolutely perfect all around. And again, moveset, I liked him in the older ones the most from like, I don't remember what games he was in. I think he was in 2. From 2 through 5, and then the other ones kind of fell off for me. But yeah, at least the other ones are really fun. All right, everybody, let's just keep it going. Let's keep it. We're on the last row. Let's go. Let's do it. Yuan Shu. What you got for Yuan Shu? Yuan Shu, not Yuan Shao. Yuan Shu. We'll get to Yuan Shao soon. S for Imperial Seal. Oof, F. Really, a who? I'm actually kind of shocked to see that. I mean, she was a pretty important dude for a little bit in the game, especially in older. Song, god damn it. It's like, who the hell is this? I don't remember that song. All right, for me personally, I'm gonna put him in C. Honestly, I was kind of surprised at how long it took for him to be a playable character, or at least a UNPC at the time. Moveset-wise, he's all right. He's pretty cool. I mean, he also has the relevance in the story. I think the design for him fits his personality to a T. I think it's really great how they wrote him and everything. His superiority complex and everything is just really well done. Yeah, he's a rat, basically. Someone just said it. He's a rat. I think his depiction is really well done for Dynasty Warriors. I think he's really good. He feels like one of those other like villainous type characters, of course, and obviously trying to like make Lu Lingqi marry, I think, one of his sons, I think, or something. Yeah, I think it's really good. The shit he did against Sun Jian, the shit he did with Lu Bu, and all the other stuff that happened with Sha Pi, I love it. I kind of do like Yuan Shu. He's pretty cool. And the design that he has for him is it's really well done. I love it. All right, everybody, here he comes. I'm ready to see what this one's gonna be. Yuan Shao. Let's move on to the other Yuan, probably the superior Yuan. What do we got for Yuan Shao? Let's see what we got. C for Chad, understandable. Wow, a lot of A's actually. Wow, I'm shocked. I thought we were gonna see an S. I was actually gonna put him in an A anyway, so that works out. All right, I just won't get too much backlash for that now. That's good. Yep, he's got to be an A. He's definitely gonna be above Deng Jiao, of course. I mean, let's be real. Lovable character. For the most part, he had a really great moveset aside from his 8 moveset, which was horrendous because it had really bad hit detection. I was in his faction, Dynasty Warriors. Oh my god, right. Dynasty Warriors Online. God, I would love to play that game again. But yeah, I mean, designs for the most part were great. I know a lot of people miss the goatees and everything. Trust me, I do too. His beard, I love. Even aside from that, his designs are pretty good for the most part. I really love him a lot. His movesets, for the most part, aside from his 8 moveset, was really fun. Really enjoyed it. Whether he had a broadsword, rapier, whatever, really fun. The character is just very, very lovable in my opinion as well. And his whole rivalry with Cao Cao was just great too. His whole thing with nobility, of course, was great. Just the fact that just because he's a Yuan, he is just like the top of the list, the greatest of all time, and all that stuff. I love it. I love his cockiness, everything about him. It's just a really great character. But I just don't play with him that much, so that's why he is going to be here in the A tier. But A+ probably for me. All right, let's move on. Hua Xiong is next. What do y'all got for Hua Xiong? A character that definitely should have at least been a UNPC, but he's DLC now. He's playable. So what do y'all got to say? You don't know who Hua Xiong is? It's the guy that Guan Yu took out. At least in Dynasty Warriors. I think Sun Jian was the one that took him out historically, if I'm not mistaken. But I think Dynasty Warriors, he was the one who took him out. I could have sworn people mentioned that someone else took out Hua Xiong. I think it was Sun Jian, historically. NPC tier, to be honest. D, yeah, D. I'm kind of feeling this way too, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to put him in D as well. It's been a minute since we had someone in D. I'm going to put him in D as well because, I mean, I was really happy to see that he at least became a UNPC because, like, he was supposed to be just this, like, really big, threatening thing right below Lu Bu for Hulao Gate and Sishui Gate. So I was really glad when they finally at least made him a UNPC. I actually still like the idea of UNPC, so not everyone has to be a playable character. But, yeah, I was just really happy to see him in the game. Of course, he had the freaking club, which kills it. And, I mean, he's just a big dumbass, so not much else going there for him. But, yeah, so there you go. That's pretty much it for him. That's really it. Moving on, let's go to Meng Huo. Meng Huo is next. Bow, bow, bow. What do we got for Meng Huo? He did have a really good moveset in 8 Empires, yeah. This seems pretty split with like B and C. For me personally, I'll put him at least above Yuan Shu. The reason why, no, I'll put him in B. I'll put him in B because his later game movesets were pretty fun. Earlier designs for the most part, at least in terms of 3. Yeah, actually, no, I kind of like most of his designs in 3. I can't really say anything about his designs. His designs were pretty good. Moveset wise though, the movesets that he had from DW 3 through 5 didn't really care too much about. The 6th one was just a pillar and I think a giant tree or mushroom, which was pretty funny. But it was still a pretty decent moveset. I think they brought back the gauntlets in 7, which are actually really, really great. Really fun. Of course, again, his dynamic with his wife is just amazing. I love it a lot. We'll even move him above. We'll put actually above Dongbai as well and everything. Overall, very lovable character, of course. Just a very prideful king type of dude. And yeah, that's pretty much all that I got for him there. Like, again, I think his later movesets were really fun. The earlier movesets were just so slow and like you were left open so easily and everything. But for the most part, he's a very lovable character. I love Meng Huo. Who made this list? I did. And Zhong Fei definitely deserves to be in C, if not lower. He's the DNF. He's just not the most likable character, Zhong Fei. Honestly, he's really not. All right, everybody, let's go over to the big man himself. Might get a little backlash for this, but I'm fine with it. Lu Bu. I can already see where this one's gonna go. So, give me your Lu Bu takes. Ain't no goddamn way someone said who. What? Y'all are fucking memeing. You're all memeing. Get out of here. Who? Get out of here. Get out of here. Did see some C and B. That's pretty interesting. I thought everyone was just going to say S. B or A for real? Okay. Yeah, I saw this coming. Isn't he an NPC? You're fucking memeing. There's no goddamn way. You're trolling. Mega Beam Special. He made fanboys of half of us. It's true. Gotta go to work. Lu Yingxi is S and Dongbai is an S. Good night. Damn. He's probably mega weak. Dang. Alright. Well, here we go. I'm going to put Lu Bu at the highest of the A for the other kingdom. So the reason why for me personally, moveset wise for Lu Bu, yeah, he's powerful. He's a beast, of course, but for me personally, in terms of playing as him, I don't really care too much to play as the character. It seems like he's also easily manipulated. He is not a good listener. He is just the guy who loves to throw the fight. Cool, which are my personal opinions. That's his faults. And I just kept seeing it over and over again. I was just like, all right, that's kind of dumb. Moveset-wise, again, I think his 9 design was by far the worst one. The 6th one I actually do kind of like, even though it is still probably one of my least favorites. I think my favorite Lu Bu moveset, though, is his probably... I'd probably say 4 or 3 or... No, actually, Dynasty Warriors 2 is the worst moveset. Dynasty Warriors 2 is his worst one, and then Dynasty Warriors 9 is his worst. It's his second worst. Dynasty Warriors 2's moveset is butt cheeks. But 3, 4, 5 are probably my favorite movesets of Lu Bu's. 5 probably being my most favorite. 7 and 8, I'm kind of like, it's all right. Yeah. Oh, the Dynasty Warriors Tactics one is probably my favorite design overall of Lu Bu. I don't know what my number 1 favorite Lu Bu design is, though. At first, I was like, I like the design of Dynasty Warriors 9's Lu Bu, but then that's when I was like, it's whatever. 7 design is probably my least favorite design, though. 8 was good, though. 4 is probably my favorite, but if we're gonna go outside of even outside of Dynasty Warriors, Dynasty Tactics was by far his best design for me personally. I love that design. Yeah, I don't know. I more personally enjoyed fighting him than fighting as him personally, so I guess that's why he's a little bit lower. And his character sometimes can be a hit and miss, so I'll recognize the next one. That's Lu Lingqi. How dare you? That's my S tier. That's my final S tier. Spoilers, it's my S tier. Yeah. So last one, Lu Lingqi. This one's probably going to be a bit very, very hot take-ish, but she's going up in my S tier. Sorry. This might be a rough one, but I don't care. She's S for me. I don't give a shit. Oh wait, hold on. We're seeing some S's. Oh my god, I'm being saved. Oh shit, never mind. All right, everyone loves Lu Lingqi. Let's fucking go! Lu Lingqi supremacy! Let's go! I'm sorry. Ever since I first got to play as her, saw her design, got to play as her in Dynasty Warriors 8, she just grabbed me immediately. Her moveset is just amazing. I'm so glad that they gave her her father's Dynasty Warriors 6 weapon, and she just does it to perfection. I love it so much. Honestly, probably maybe a hot take. I'm sorry if it's a hot take. I think her Dynasty Warriors 9 DLC weapon is just amazing. When she got the weapon back that she had from Dynasty Warriors 8, I think it's a great moveset in that game. Super fun. Still one of my most all-time played characters in any Warriors game in general. She's just super fun. I love making videos on her. I love streaming with her. She's just a badass. I love it. Yeah, she's got a little soft spot every once in a while and everything, but regardless, she's just super cool. And the fact in one of the story modes, I think it might have been her final cutscene or something, when she was able to wield Lu Bu's halberd was probably one of the coolest things. It was like, I'm actually surprised I haven't done it yet, but I want to do a video of her using the halberd, just for fun's sake. Why not? Bitch, she's awesome. I'm sorry. And if you don't like her, I mean, it's okay. You can have a wrong opinion. I'm kidding. But yeah, no, she's just a great character all in all. Fantastic. Love her to death. I can't say anything bad about her. All her designs are just fantastic. 9 design is the greatest. I don't pair too much with her, the sword and shield, but it is still a really fun moveset, and it still kind of fit her pretty well. It kind of made me think of her like a rival of Xing Sai, which I don't think they've ever even communicated with each other at least once, or met once. But like, if they ever did a hypothetical kind of thing, I think that would be kind of cool to see. Yeah, we're still going. We just got one more other character, and then just Jin, and then we're officially done. All right, people, let's do it. Try and get this going a little bit quicker. I probably won't have too much to say about Jin, so we can probably just be like, hey, we like him, we don't like him, or something. All right, let's do it. Zotzi. What the hell are we doing for him? What are we doing? I think it was Yuan. I think it was Zheng Liao who actually. I think it was Zheng Liao who gave her the halberd, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, she was also in Dynasty Tactics. Yeah, that's true. I'm actually surprised I'm seeing so many like B's. That's pretty surprising. All right, give me your takes for it. Why do you guys at least see him as a B tier? Seeing some F's and hooves though. What are your reasons for liking him so much? Anyone who says F gets lightly punched. I'm genuinely curious. What's your guys' takes on it? DB5 moveset. That's fair. It was a fun moveset. I think design-wise, he had a lot of. I think his 9 design was the best one, but he had some good stuff going for him. I'm actually kind of surprised that he had what's love though. I think I started like disliking him more though when he eventually became just a Liu-based simp. He was probably one of the... I think he was more of a Liu-Bei simp than anyone in the Shu Kingdom. So I was just kind of like... Dude, why? He could have been so cool as just doing something else, but like instead they made him just a fucking simp for Liu-Bei. More reason to ride the agenda that freaking... That like... Liu-Bei is a freaking paragon of virtue and shit. It's like, what? He's a C for me. I like his mysterious and design, and I like the cutscenes with Cao Cao. Yeah, the stuff with Cao Cao is pretty cool. But like, I don't know, just the fact it just really killed me after a while. It was just like, oh yeah, Liu Bei, he's the best. I love him. He should be the ruler. Fuck all of you. Like all that stuff. I was like, bro, come on. Why more Liu Bei simping? He's not that great. At least in Dynasty Warriors. Fucking hilarious and historically because he throws a baby. Don't do that, by the way. Throwing babies is bad. Don't do that. Like, come on. Why? I'll put him at least for me. Moveset-wise, he was fun. I'll put him at C. It just really soured on me when he finally became just a gigantic Liu-Bei simp. I think they showed it off in like Warriors Orochi. And then but we're just sticking to Dynasty Warriors. But then he started doing it like every other Dynasty game. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Why? All right, yeah. I mean, moveset-wise, pretty cool. Even with the staff, it was a good fit for him. I like the staff with him, too. It was really cool. Obviously, the cards are still, like, goated. But yeah, that's just it. Good night, Star. Thank you very much for stopping by. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Or, well, evening. Good night to you as well. Yeah, then he just disappeared when Liu Bei is dead. He's like, well, all right, my whole meaning of existing is gone. All right, people, let's do it. Let's go. Jin, we're finally on the home stretch, baby. Let's do it. Yeah, he just fell off as a character in later games for me. I was like, all right, well, I guess we're just going back to fucking simping for Liu Bei. Sure. Murray, I fucking love you. Where should I go? There we go. Actually, I felt more Sima than Sima Yi, but still. I don't have as much base. Which is weird coming from me. Yeah, this is unanimous. Come on, is there really any doubt Sima Yi was going to be S tier? Come on. It's Sima Yi. I love him so much. Freaking brilliant as hell, dude, of course. The laugh is iconic. The designs are fantastic. His Dynasty Warriors 6 one is really great. Also, if you can palette swap it with like the Jin colors, it looks even better. I think you can do that in Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate. Give that a look. I swear to God, it's like one of the best looks you'll ever see for Sima Yi. But seriously, designs are really great. No, you're good for the spam. I knew that was going to come. I knew that was going to happen. But yeah, no. I mean, let's be real. He's just such a cool, likable character, lovable character. I love Sima Yi so much. I love that he was just the rival to Zhuge Liang. Really cool. All around, I love their rivalry. I love just Sima Yi's writing. I liked it a lot when he had a more fatherly and husbandly side to him as well. It just honestly made him even better. But I think it was just really, really great. We all love, of course. He's just super lovable. It's unanimous. Seriously, I love him to death. He's just so good. All right, everybody, let's do it. Let's go on to the next one. Let's do it with Guo Huai. What do we got for Guo Huai? Bum 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 bum. That man was wiped. What? What? No, he's so good. General Grievous tier. A for arm cannon. That's fair. Not my style. D, C, yeah. Character-wise, I think I just like, he's just a pretty lovable guy. He's just he's just an overall pretty nice guy, just with a lot of coughing problems, sadly. The arm cannon was really dope. I don't even remember what he had in 9, to be honest with you. What did he have in 9? Was it those sticks that like shoot out pellets or something? I don't know. I don't remember, but yeah, we're just putting him at C. We're moving on. I don't really give a shit. He was all right. I like him. Design-wise, 8 and 9 were definitely his best. 9 was his best design, but 7 was pretty cool too. He was stick respected. Yeah, I'd say that. Those shooting sticks. Okay. All right, let's move on to the next one. Wen Yang, ladies and gentlemen. Wen Yang. What do y'all got? The Zhao Yun wannabe dude, I guess. That's what they kind of call him. Because he actually did want to be like Zhao Yun, I think, if I remember correctly. I think he, like, idolized Zhao Yun. I think they even had a little thing with him, and it was like, oh. Yeah, the Javelin was cool, yeah. S tier for Wen Yang? Damn. Damn. A or S, D, Zhao Yun Light, damn. C. Yeah, I mean, like, character-wise, I don't feel like there was much going for him. Design-wise, I think he had really great designs in 8 and 9. I don't even think they used the spear for him or anything in the, in 9. I think they gave him the pizza cutter thing, which was stupid. Good to see the end of the Three Kingdoms era. S for that alone. That is a pretty good feat right there. Interesting character, understanding his father is stupid and stuff. But kind of forgettable. C. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with C. The Javelin, I think, is a really good saving grace for him. I'll put him at least above Guo Y. So he gets a C+ for me, at least. The Javelin's really fun. Yeah, I don't know what the hell they were thinking with giving him the pizza cutter, I think it was, in 9. That was really dumb. Overall, like, it's an alright character, in my personal opinion. Yeah, he's just a late attempted version of Zhao Yun. Yeah, pretty much. Like, I can't really go too much with... Again, the Jin character's going to be pretty blunt because I don't know too much. Because obviously they're just super late into the game and everything. So, you know, it is what it is. But, like, they're alright. Alright, everybody, let's go on to the next one. It is... Jia Chong. Or Jia Chong, if you heard his English voice actor in Dynasty Warriors 9, which is pretty funny. Like a vampire. If y'all rate Zhang Hui over Wen Yang, y'all smoking. Ain't no goddamn way you're giving Zhang Hui any hate. Come on now. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Looks like we got a pretty unanimous B here. Oh, some A's as well. Okay. Oh, an S as well. All right. All right. Yeah, well, I'm going to go with a B for him personally. First B on the Jin tier list. Don't like him. Wow. I can't believe it. I don't talk about his Dynasty Warriors 9. I mean, to be fair, his design was pretty cool in 9. But yeah, the 8 moveset that he had with the throwing axes was by far the coolest thing ever. You could just spam his C1 with his EX attack, and it would just keep them in the air the entire time. It's so good. Oh, he was voiced by Matt Mercer, really? Damn, that's definitely a big plus. Okay, we're not trying to go with that, but yeah, I mean, like, honorable mention, big plus. Yeah, 100%. Nice. So yeah, no, yeah, that's, yeah, I mean, I kind of like that he was kind of like the guy who would help Sima Zhao with the hard decisions, or try to push him to make the hard decisions and all that crap. So I know Kudu's red bit is like blocking the person. But yeah, I'll mention the names as we keep going. But yeah, no, I like him. He's pretty good. All right. I don't have any really big hate for him or anything. Mostly his saving grace for me is the designs in his movesets, and again, more of the fact that he's also just like a colder kind of guy. And yeah, no, and also, don't judge a book by its cover, I guess, because yeah, I thought he was going to be a treacherous dude, but no, he was like, no, I'm just here to do all the things that you don't want to do, basically. It was like, oh, all right. I like it. All right, next person up is Xiahou Ba. Where are we putting Xiahou Ba on this list? Here, I'll put them over here on the far right. Next one is our boy Xiahou Ba. What are we doing with Xiahou Ba? Where is our boy going to be Xiahou Ba? What are we doing for our boy here? How'd we get this fucking lovers music as well? Jesus Christ. A lot of C and D going on right now. Mid? Yeah, I probably kind of agree. He's all right. I think the moveset in 8 was really fun. It was a really out there kind of moveset, but honestly, it was really fun to use. Yeah, Xiahou Ba for me, I'm gonna put him at a C. I'll still put him above. I'll put him above Wen Yang. Yeah, no, I will because I at least enjoyed playing as Xiahou Ba in more games. So I'll leave him at a C. I mean, he was pretty much a cowardly kind of character for the most part. Like, he would still fight, but like he had a pretty cowardice kind of like mindset and everything. The siege spear rocket thing was really dope, but design wise, I think it actually looks better without the helmet on. Some of the helmets were pretty cool. The 7 helmet was disgusting. I hated to look at it, but his designs for the most part without the helmets were pretty cool. And obviously he didn't stay with Jin for long because I think like a few chapters in, and he left to go to join Shu, which was kind of funny. So, yeah. Yeah, the 7 helmet. So the designs, for the most part, if you had the helmet off, not bad. But, yeah, he's all right. He's all right. I don't mind him. I honestly don't mind him with the greatsword either. He's one of the few I actually didn't mind with the greatsword. All right, everybody, let's go to the next one we got. Sima Sure. Where are we putting Sima Sure on the tier list? Where is he gonna go? Where's the next one gonna go? Yeah, that helmet was like, ugh. Ooh, a B+. All right. I shall reign supreme. All right, so far he's seeming pretty likable, and honestly, I would probably put him about the same as there as well. To be fair, he had one of my favorite movesets in, what was it? At Dynasty Warriors 9? Actually, 8-2, because he had the lightning spear, and then they also made it a DLC weapon in 9. Those were probably some of my favorite weapons to use in those games, period. As a character, too, I mean, to be fair, he's basically just a younger Sima Yi, basically. I like him a lot, though, even regardless. But yeah, I'll put him at A. He could be our first A person, and for Jin. All around, just really fun. I'd say he's an A+. I really like him. Design-wise, of course, pretty much good all around. Moveset-wise was really fun. The rapier was a good fit for him. His Musos were just godly. I loved his Musos a lot. His personality and everything, again, it's mostly just like a Sima Yi kind of thing. Maybe just slightly more cooler. Maybe it might be a hot take. I don't know. But yeah, that one was really good too. Just all around, not bad. Really good. I like him. And his moveset is just bad. Like I said, his movesets are fantastic. Especially the lightning rapiers are just amazing weapons. Amazing. Some of my all-time favorite weapons in the game. But yeah. A's good. I'd say an A+. Alright, next up is Wang Yuanji. Where are we putting Yuanji? Where are we putting Wang Yuanji? Or Wang Yuanji, whatever the hell you want to call her. Where are we putting her? All right. So here's the thing for me. Back in the day, I actually kind of put her, I think, either in C or D. I don't remember 100%. I don't really remember all that much. For this instance, though, I'm actually going to put her in A+ at least. I still don't play with her as much as some other characters in Jin, so I'm going to put her there. I think all her designs are really great. I think her 9 design is the best design. I think that's the best she's ever looked. The Thori knives are pretty alright, too. I ended up starting to like them more and more as time went on, but I still don't find them to be the best weapon ever. I do like her relationship with Sima Zhao, of course, as well. It's really great. I love how supportive she is and everything of him as well. And also can be a hard ass on him, too. Really love that. Minus that, though, I mean, she's cool. She's definitely grown on me more and more as I've played through the games and everything and, like, replayed through some of the story modes and all that. So, yeah. I'd say she's definitely the highest A right now on the thing, an A+ for sure. So, yeah. I'd probably go with that, 100%. All right, moving on. Let's do Sima Zhao. Where's Sima Zhao gonna go? Buddy, how could you? It's all right. Hey, don't worry about it. Things happen. People have different opinions. It's all right. Oh my god, the amount of S's. Holy shit. That is wild. I was not expecting that. Whoa! We're blowing up with S's! So many S's! Yes! The love for our boy! Sima Zhao, you are going up there, my boy, because that's where I was going to put him anyway! Hell yeah! My spirit animal! Sima Zhao, baby! Love this guy! Love the dude! Love his movesets! Love his Musos! Love his designs! He looks like a fucking Final Fantasy character! Love his character development as time goes on as a leader. Just all around really great. Really great. I love him to death. He pretty much just got best guy all around. What a swell dude. A lazy good man who is smart. Exactly. And that's the kind of guy that I like. That's what I look for in a man. I'm kidding. Moving on. Anyway, let's keep going. All right, the next one is Xinxiang Ying. Just in case anyone needs to see the portrait, I'm going to move her over to the far right so you can see her. I'm going to wave her around a little bit, and I'm going to put her right there on the far right. He doesn't want to be a leader until his brother died, then he doesn't really have much of a choice. It's like, oh. Oh, wow, an S. Wow. Yeah, at least in terms of Dynasty Warriors lore, he ended the chaos, but I'm pretty sure it was his son, I think, that fully finished it and made the Jin Empire. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, they did a decent job in her story, yeah. I did see quite a bit of Who's, though. It's Sima Yan, yeah. No, Sima Yi's wife is Chinhua. She's the next one. All right, for me personally, I'm going to put her at a C. I will at least put her above. I'll put her right there because I find her moveset to be really fun. I love her design to death. It's really great. She's a gorgeous individual. Story mode-wise, I was kind of whatever about it. I think she was kind of like a lot with Sima Yi, where she did a decent amount of with Wei. I feel like at times it felt like... I don't remember her being that much in the Jin story, though. I feel like majority of it was just in Wei, though, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure that was for the most part. But yeah, I mean, can't really say too much. I mean, I'm going to leave her at C just because we just haven't seen too much of her yet, in my personal opinion. She dies too young. That probably explains a lot then. Maybe as more games go on, we'll be able to see more of her in the future. But for now, since we're just going off of what Dynasty Warriors 9 gave us, I'm going to leave her at least at C. I don't think she's a bad character. I think I just need more to see from her, personally. All right, let's move on. We got 4 more. Zheng Chunhua, the wife of Sima Yi. What are we going to put Chunhua at? Better see some cultured pics here. Actually, I'm kidding. Do whatever you want. Yo, characters. You does start with Wei? Okay. She's at least in the Wuzhong Plains stage, isn't she? Man, who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? Oh, A for Adhad? Nice. Yep. A's, S's, B's. Yeah, didn't see this coming. All right, well, that wasn't really much of a shocker, to be honest with you at all. Yeah. I'm going to put her, honestly, with the remaining 3 characters, it feels appropriate to put her in the S rank. Minus, you know, fucking Dami Mommy or whatever you want to call her, whatever. I don't really, that was probably not the right term anyway to use, but Mommy energy, aside from that, I really do love the overall relationship that she has with all of her family members in terms of her husband, her sons. Her designs are really great in both games. The wire gloves were a great fit for her in Dynasty Warriors 8. Really disappointed they got rid of it. However, the whip sword, whatever the hell they call it in this one, was also really great too. Really enjoyed it. I think 9 design has just made her 8 design, like, it was just better than her 8 design, but I think both designs are really great. Overall, it's just very, very lovable. Moveset-wise, like I mentioned, just super fun. Never get tired of playing with her in any of the games. Yeah, that's pretty much that. Let's move on. We officially got all our S tier characters on the board. There you go. And now we have 3 more. We got Zhuge Dan coming up next. The prestigious Zhuge family. What do we got for Zhuge Dan? What do we got? Is she wearing the clothes Zhuge Liang gave to Sima Yi? Maybe. Zhuge Liang's Phil clone? Damn. Whew. Lots of Fs. I guess understandable, too. I didn't give a shit about this character. Alright, here's the deal. I'm going to give him at least a D tier. For me. Design-wise, don't really care much about him. He has it's a different look, so that's cool. Very, very cooped up on his whole thing about being a Zhuge, which doesn't really do much good for him because he still sucks. His movesets, though, when he had the fan, pretty fun. When he had the baton, very fun. I think they brought him back with the fan in the 9th game, though. Still pretty fun. So yeah, I'd say overall he was decent in terms of his moveset. Design-wise, it's all right. I think his 9 design was probably the best one, and then his 7 one was by far the worst one in my personal opinion. Sorry. And then character, I mean, I could just care less. So yeah, we'll put him in a C. I'm kind of tempted to put him. You know what? No, I'm gonna put him in D. His moveset's fun, but I just the character really just kills it for me. I don't care. He's not even a faithful Jin character. He fucking leaves for Wu. Who gives a crap? Anyway, let's move on to something, in my personal opinion, better. It is going to be Zhong Hui, who is going to be next. What is Zhong Hui going to be? I throw shade on all Zhuge for his brutalization of Meng Huo. That's fair. Bow, bow, bow. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. This is Guandu in Dynasty 7, isn't it? No, this is just Secrecy, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, secret strategy that important to this one. All right, I am going to put him at an A tier. Because the reason why, his moveset eclipses everything. I'm kidding. Also, his design is fantastic. I'm a very big fan of the guy being very ambitious as well. Honestly, I feel like, I'm not going to say he's like Yuan Shao, but he's basically just like that kind of guy who feels like he's top of the charts just based off him being like the chosen one or something, which honestly is pretty cool. I like it a lot, but his moveset overall in 7, 8, honestly, I don't mind him with the 9-1 in general as well. But yeah, no, his designs are goated in every single game. The 9 design I think is my favorite, but all of them are so good. His attitude I just like a lot. It just feels like someone who would fit the kind of like vibe of the Jin army and everything. So yeah, I like it a lot. I have actually yet to finish his DLC. I need to do that. But yeah, no, overall he's just great. I love Zhong Hui. I'm sorry. I love this guy. He's just so rad. All right, everybody, let's get on to the final one. Let's do Deng Ai. Where are we putting Deng Ai on the tier list? I get the feeling I know where this one's gonna go. Maybe you'll all surprise me, but I feel like I think he was. I think I'm gonna see something pretty middle groundish. Let's see if I'm correct. Alright, it's okay to spam for like at least one character. Don't spam for every single character. Please, I'm begging you. Yeah, Moto, I'm kind of the same way with him, yeah. I have to head off my band practice. I have to head off to my band practice. Catch you next time. Thank you, Gears of Kai, for stopping by. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Hope your band practice goes well. Hope you fucking kick ass. All right, I'm gonna give him a C. To be honest, we'll end it off with a pretty mid C. To be honest, again, I agree. I think Moto said it best. Smart dude. I think he's also the dude who can read a map well, but overall kind of forgettable personality. I feel like he's just another kind of like maybe like Xu Huang, but in my opinion, like it's like Xu Huang already did it, so it's like Deng Ai. It's kind of just like copying him in a way. This guy who's like always feels like he's like the strong, unbeatable Deng Ai and everything, but like, he's all right. It's all right. He's good at best. But yeah, that's just me. Overall, again, I think it's pretty all right. He's pretty decent, but yeah, I sometimes forget about him. Overall, not bad though. Not bad. Not bad at all. But all right, everybody, there you go. We have finished the tier list at long last. It took, God, how long did that take? It took 3.5 hours, so that was 2 hours more than the video I did, but probably because I was actually streaming it. Yeah, there you go, everybody. That is the tier list of the Dynasty Warriors characters. We have officially done it. Wow. The only good character in a sea of mediocrity. Overall, I think I'm curious. Actually, I'm gonna take a quick look real quick and see how different my tier list was from originally. If I ever do a tier list again, it's gonna be over the weekend because this shit takes forever to do. Let me see where the other one is. There it is. Yeah, 3 years ago. I am muting that. All right, let me see how the tier list is different from like beginning to end. Wow, that's actually pretty different. Yeah, wow, that's pretty different. That's wild to look at. I'm seeing the tier list that I had then and now, and it's just like, whoa. Actually, here, I think I could just do this. So this was the tier list I had originally. Actually, it's funny, it still shows every single one. I do that to make that look a little better. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there was the tier list I had originally. I don't know why the quality looks like ass on OBS, but there you go. There was the tier list I had originally. I actually also named it and everything, but I just didn't feel like doing that. And then here's the one now. Yeah, it's pretty different. That is a little bit different, I'm gonna be honest. That was fun though, everybody. I want to just say really quick, thank you all very much for tuning into this stream today. I didn't realize we were gonna be streaming it for 3.5 hours. So yeah, that's gonna be all we stream today. But regardless, I had a blast with it. That was really fun. Maybe we'll do another one sometime in this future. The other one will probably be a lot easier to do if I do, in fact, do the Dynasty Warriors games tier list. And again, if you guys want to see that, you got to get this stream or VOD, whenever you're watching this later, to 50 likes. At the moment of seeing this, I think we're like 6 away, so we're pretty close to that goal. If you want to see me do a tier list of the Dynasty Warriors games, and I'll be honest and see if there's ones I haven't played. I think I've played pretty much every single one, except for maybe like, I don't know, like console exclusive games or anything. But yeah. We'll get that to there, and maybe eventually we'll do another tier list down the line, but for now, we're only going to do a goal for just to do a tier list of every single Dynasty Warriors game, and we'll go on from there. But yeah, everybody, just want to say really quick, thank you very much for tuning into today's stream. It was a lot of fun. Didn't expect it to go that long, but regardless, I had a lot of fun with it. Greatly appreciate whether you were chatting to the chat, lurking, smashing the like button, all that stuff. Greatly appreciate it. And if you're someone who's watching this later and you enjoyed it, you want to see me do the Dynasty Warriors games tier list, then by all means, hit that like button. Like I said, we got to hit 50 likes for that to happen. We're pretty close to it. And if you're new to the channel, like the content you see, hit that sub button. We are trying to hit 5K on the channel. With that being said, chat, Lord goes those of you who watch later. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day and or evening. I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Farewell.